Hell, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, dig it. Yeah, he's like a legend to me and a great hero to the world for giving people so much entertainment. Hi, this is, well, what do you want to call me? You got Jason Avocados 420, you got Revelation News, which was my first name that I was known on the internet as Revelation News. So who do you got today? Well, you got Jason Egroff today. That's who you got. So lots of crazy stuff I'm sure has been going on out there in terms of, whoa, what the hell is going on with Rev? What happened? I could tell you the whole story, and it makes me extremely depressed to think about it at this point, because I have to now go on in my life in a totally new life, a new way, a new, everything is new now, because Shani and I, unfortunately, this was the straw that snapped the camel's back in half, and the can on the side of the road. Now, it's over. And am I going to tell you where I am? No. Am I in Pennsylvania? Absolutely not. And I pray to Jesus Christ that I never have to go back there. I don't care if my uncle's there. I never want to be in Pennsylvania again in my life, because the amount of bit that I went through during the time that I was even in the relationship, and I'm not going into that because I love my wife. I'll call her my wife for the rest of my life. She's my dove, Shani. I cried so much at this point, folks, that I was in jail. I was in jail for a total of 14 days. And 13 days, which is, of course, God. God comes in and says, here's your stamp, that if you ever do end up with another unlucky woman to end up with your crazy ass look, I look like somebody that's just, I haven't had a shower yet or nothing. They put me up with housing in the place that I'm at, but I got out of PA, as I could not do it. I got in my car, I started driving, and I ended up in a place that I'm at right now, and I'm not sure where it is, but I literally got out, and my car, I just started driving. I immediately as I got out. It's not too that long that I've been out, but I started just driving. And to be honest, I think I'm probably still am in Pennsylvania, but it's nowhere near where I was. Absolutely nowhere near I was. But I want you to know, I've heard some of the stuff that's been mulling around, on the internet, because these things happen. I come out and I go to YouTube and I see these things. I should probably stop going to YouTube altogether at this point, because it's only going to be a negative thing to remind me of her. What really destroys this is that, what really destroys everything, actually, for me, is that I'm the cause of it. I did it. It was me. Now, I'm pretty sure she told you the story. So what she said was probably true, because Shani does not lie. That night we were just hanging out, having a good time. But then I put on the movie The Devil's Advocate like an asshole. I don't know why I picked that movie. Probably Keanu, because I had just played Cyberpunk, and I was like, oh, I want to watch a Keanu movie. Macho Man. So I got this stupid phone too. I took this. But that's the last time I saw her, man. I took this thing, and that's it. So I'm literally, guys, I'm literally, I put on that movie, right? I put on The Devil's Advocate, and I totally forgot, triggered out of her, because it has right in the beginning this little girl, like they're in court, and this little girl that could be a little Shanny is there, crying, and it's Keanu Reeves, of course, defending her, and or defending, and it's horrible, disgusting, right? I, in my stupidity, did not think of that it'd be triggering, right? And it flew off from there, you know what I mean? And the fight came, and stuff was said, and stuff like that. But I went into Zach. Long story short, I went into Zachary's room, and I did hit him. I mean, it happened, you know. So I don't know. I've been driving for like 5, 6, 7 hours. I just went to the house, and I don't even know what time it is. I went to the house, and I just got my car, and I left, because I'm not allowed, whatever. I grabbed a couple things, and I got the clothes on my back, basically, and I'm on the grace of God. They let me out because there were no charges. That it was just dismissed with no charges. But I hit Zachary, and it was because I was not medicated correctly yet. In the jail, which there's tons of stories, well, not tons of stories, but there's a few things I'd mention about that I'm not going to go into here. I think about the past, and I think about what I had. I had this wonderful family. I had this wonderful family that I was caretaking, and that's really what it was. I was going to the store, and getting stuff, and trying to make this work, and I just feel so horrible that this had to happen in the way it did. And it's over. Like, there's no other words that I can say. It's just over forever, because me, that gets mad and then goes into Zachary's room and hits him. I'm a sack. And now see that I'm medicated, because that's the good thing that came out of all this. The really amazing positive thing that came out of this is that I am now fully medicated, and I can see straight. I can see the world straight. I'm not manic. I'm not like going nuts about one thing or another thing or whatever. I'm focused, and I know where I know where I am. I know where I'm going. But this literally, I just did this. I went to because I'm not allowed around there. I got my car, and I got in the thing. I got on a highway and started driving, and I don't know how many like hours, 5 hours, something like that. So I'm probably still in Pennsylvania. But the point is that I want out of here. I'm going to keep driving, and this is the last you're going to hear from me for I don't know how long. I got to find out my life. I got to get like housing assistance, because I'm totally broke. But what I have my butt in right now, I own, which is really good. So I wish Shanny the best, and her 2 kids are amazing. They're amazing kids, and all I could say is that I wish them the best in the future. But revelation news here. Feeling like I lost my world. Revelation news, looking rough. I'm sleeping in the car. The car is my love. It has to be, because it's the case that you're looking at a male individual, really bad. But every video I make, which isn't probably going to be too many, but I'm going to get, I'm trying to get this gig. There's a convenient mart here, and they're looking for somebody, and I just got to convince them, and pray for me if you're a Christian or otherwise pagan, whatever. I'm really spiritually just in light. If you stand for the light, like New Agers call it, light workers, I'm down with you, okay? We have what you would call, and there's going to be Christian communes. We're going to have to do this soon because it's going to be World War III. I heard from a tweet, I think it was Shani in a tweet or something. She's going to block me soon on everything, which that'll be horrible because I still get to see her face a little bit, but she's blocked me in a few places. So, and that's for her safety because I am codependent. But anyway, that's personal. It turns out that it looks like Vladimir the Impaler, who has it apparently metastatic cancer. I think it's going to his brain. Okay, because he's acting like a psychotic. So it's either that his brain is shutting down and he was a Christian man and doing good, and now his brain's shutting down and the devil stepped in, the Antichrist spirit. And he's fulfilling lots of Bible prophecy, you could say Alex Jonesy, type info-y, warsy type things. Prophecy guys, Tex Mars, back in 2000, were saying that Putin was going to be the Antichrist. So we got interesting stuff. This is popping off. We're going to have World War III. Now the question is are they, and it's an N with an O at the end. New da 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 da. See, I like the Wolf Pack better. We're going to do wrestling shows, and I want to apologize to Mindbender. You know, Mindbender, I love you, man, and I'm going to unblock you on my email, and I'm going to try and apologize. I've been so paranoid with unmedicated status that shit with prison happened, and I even acted out on my son, who's a little innocent autistic boy. And I have to deal with that now for the rest of my life that I did that. Hang on, I'm going to turn this on really quick, okay? Because it's a little stuffy. I got good news, though. Oh. I'm on E, and it's stuck on E. That's copyright. That's copyright. I got my mom's old music playing in this car. And it's everything. There's the air, and I'm gonna put it on Econ. We're gonna save batteries. We're good. We're gonna do an auto fan. Oh, it's so cool, even just with the Econ. All right. This video, what the fuck? Revelation News videos. If you remember me from the old days, even to a fault, I was not the one to cause offense or want to divide. I had an entire playlist of almost 20 some odd videos of me speaking on. The name of the playlist was Christian Unity. I was the cookies and cream Christianity guy, according to the con man that I believe. Now, I pray for forgiveness from Jesus Christ immediately, but what I see is something very weird. Or maybe Rand Campbell, that day on Facebook, this exposes something that you made me feel like I was something worth not. Where the hell is the money for the kids, was your quote, Rand. I said, Rand, I can barely put gas in my tank anymore. I was broke at the point. But I did. I wanted to give him money for the kids in where he's at, but I didn't have it anymore. Anyway, he made me. He was like a televangelist, evil, and Hillary Pugh come on my channel. You're right. We could do an interview and talk, man. Shanny loves you, and I love you. You're awesome. You got great intentions, and like Laura, formerly uh, CJ, Laura. She is such a great person to talk to, and I the hangouts, they were good. But I'll do another video on that, and just I really loved a lot of you people. So Hillary Pugh, Shanny loves you. You guys had great discussions, and Laura too with you. I know, and there's a bond there. It's beautiful. It's love. It's love, cause Shanny's Aspie, that definitely. I think I am too, and that's why medication in everything, and I'm struggling because my doctor, he's trying to get. I was able to get to a pharmacy where I'm at. This is the good news. I'm going to give you good news from me that I'm doing okay. Okay. I'm only on Wi-Fi when I can grab it, and that's why the videos are. I don't even know how the quality's coming out, but you could tell me. Um, I have a friend in southeastern area of PA, and that's where I'm at, and I'm in his lot. He's got like acres of land, my buddy, and he said, "You take that area and keep it clean. You're cool. Stay, sleep in your car, and do your. And if you get a fucking awesome, you don't have to pay because I love you." And he's a Christian brother, so that's it. That's where I'm at, and I can stay here as long as I need to. And I'm working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. That's the Four Tops. No, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Sorry, Frankie Valli. Look that song up right now. It's a go to the J Tunes. I think that's public. If it's not, it will be. I made everything on my channel public, and when I get I have no desktop computer. I gave the Alienware $3,000 thing. I left that with William because he is going to be a billionaire. He's already working on games. So I made the decision the last time I was in the house I got my iPhone with this nice little, you can hear me. My Neumann's gone. I have no computer, so I'm operating on just a phone. And you're going to get stamps from where I was. Aha, that's the crazy thing. But I'm not there. It's an old stamp. It's not I turned off tracking all shit. I'm on it's almost a hacked iPhone, but it's not hacked. It's still got the chip from the company. I was with Verizon. It's just the bill I have to pay $875 $1,500 Verizon phone bill for my boys and Shanny. It's all in one, and it's like overdue 2.5 years. So that's that. But yeah, the convenient. Yeah, I'm probably gonna work there. It's in Valero, whatever's out. Yeah, it's like Valero's mostly in the southeast. I'm PA that I'm seeing. But my buddy is awesome and he's cool, so I'm good. This car is exactly what I needed at the time, and my uncle hooked me up with a loan. I'm paying him back as soon as I'm going to start saving little portions of my assistance money when I get it, and I'm going to put it aside for my uncle to pay him back. He hooked me up with 1,500. I'm just shouting out Thomas Davis and loving on him. And don't email him. He doesn't listen to you. Okay, if you're trying to convince my uncle that I'm a horrible kid, like he already reprimanded me when I came here, and I deserved it. I had $700,000 in the stock market, and one house I gave to him to keep in the family. Because I owned the place in Peckville, and I signed it over to him for $1 because he wanted to keep it in the family. I was going to sell it myself and have another $200,000 in my Apple stock, and then start trickling like 1,000, 2,000, which was nothing to me. 1,000, 2,000 into some crypto and build a crypto portfolio with bitcoins and the standards of the cryptos. And put $1 million, save up, say $500,000, and you put that into Dogecoin, and you send the market off on that, and then you have your Twitter, which I was trying to develop, Jason Avocados 420 #Doge. And I got shout outs from, man, I need a drink, Stay high. Okay, this is your time to go hydrate. Sorry. I have to get to the negative. I'm being positive right now. I'm going to do a thumbnail. He's going to call me a Satanist for this probably. I don't know if he'll come back. I think he fucked his life. And I'm just going to, like, Josh, your name is Josh Barrett. We were brothers in Christ too. I would have taken a bullet. I would have been beheaded for your kids, your wife. I would have for your wife. I love you to this day. But the dog, and I'm going to be aggressive because you're a strong guy. Okay. I need to gain weight and build muscle like you, Matt. You look amazing, all right? I always wanted to see you as, like, you're older than me, I'm pretty sure, or you're around the age, a brother, like blood brother. And I looked up to you. You're a nurse. You're taking care of people, but you're manly. You're awesome, and a Christian man. Brother, I'm going to preach to you from the Spirit, and this is not to be hateful, but you're a Calvinist. And I'm going to tell you that John Calvin, while his points were very prescient and valid and biblically sound, he is still a man, and there is a spirit connected to Calvinism. This is a video that I am in the end. I feel that Jesus Christ's sandal foot. And please, Josh, you see this, remix this. I'll look out for Free Fall 82nd, my brother, and I almost cried. Okay? The dodge of you coming at Shani when you know nothing of her. When I asked you, no, this was a text message, because that's a... Look, folks, there has been maybe 2-3 people on the entire internet, including Shani, who I love, working my way back to you, babe. I'm praying for that, and I feel it in your heart. Do you get me, honey? In your heart, spirit, to be comfortable with me again, because I want that reunion. I'm only in South. I could get back to you real quick if all of this stuff with the cops and the protect and all that is gone. We can do it. I look like Nick Nolte mixed with Tana Mojo with a goatee. Anyway, here's the deal, Josh Barrett, and I'm saying your name because that's how we could have been blood. Why you call my woman a devil? Because that's what you messaged me in a message, Josh. Free Fall 82nd. We did an interview, and we had channels popping back in 2013, 12, 14. That's still, I gotta pay for the BTR, because the stuff we talked about is so relevant. The ley lines, the planet, it's amazing. come back, Josh, but I want you to repent to the Lord for Calvinism, because it's hateful towards women. It's a chauvinistic Protestantism. And you can call me a devil now because I tell you the truth, I become your enemy. What did Jesus Christ say anything about philosophy? No, he talked about the kingdom coming and about loving God and people. How are you showing my wife, and then you're calling me a brother? How are you showing my wife any respect as me as your brother by calling her a devil for no reason? And I asked you how many times, Joshua? How many times, Joshua Barrett, did I ask you, why are you calling my wife a devil? And you would not answer me, and you know this is true. Well, whatever, brother, I guess we're done. Well, I guess we're not done. Because there is a steel rod in my heart, because I love you like a brother, a blood brother. We cried together a few times, dude. I was there when Sandra. But I don't know what happened. Were you mean to your wife? Because Calvinism is anti-woman. That's what you need to know, Josh. I see these Calvinists, they're MGTOWs. You know, you MGTOW, Josh? You got to repent to Jesus Christ right now. And this is a brother to brother in love. Jesus bless you. I love you, brother. But Shani, look, she loved you. She knew your videos before I told her about them. She was a follower of you probably since you had a channel. She's deeply into prophecy. She shuns it somewhat now because it's been used for bullshit. And come on, Josh. What happened, Scotty Clark? This poor man, Scotty Clark. MGTOW, are you guys all Calvinist MGTOWs? You got to repent to Jesus and love the women. You look at the woman form, and it evokes so many different emotions in the body, and you want to chastise yourself, and you want to break your body down and build it up again and be a man. And I want to do that. Where we're going, I see Shani and me somewhere after the reconciliation, because Jesus said, this woman is your soulmate. And you called my soulmate, Josh, a she-devil, a devil. You called her a devil. Why? This is to all the fans of Freefall 82nd that love him as much as I do. At Josh Barrett, please repent to Jesus for your hatred of women. Something's going on in your life. You're very aggressive. You're like, and you disappeared. Your name was Telestai. And I was going to watch the videos. You're just gone. They deleted it because you were talking about. That's it. The communists. You have to look. This is a plea to people that still have a brain to see what's happening. Vladimir Putin said today globally that he's going to nuke the United Kingdom. London. Vladimir Putin has said that he is going to nuke. Vladimir Putin has said from the Central Texas Command Center, I can't handle it, folks. Okay? Today, in 2022, folks. Okay? Joe Biden's America. Right? I have to pull up in headlines and read to you that Vladimir Putin just said that he's ready to nuke London. The fucking madness, folks. That's what that guy's saying on his show. I don't watch it because it's triggering to me now, too. Because Shani, I cut out Alex with Shani. I can't go back to listening to him because my anxiety. Because I have PTSD cops in Boulder coming into my house and smiling at me. Why are you smiling at me? You are violating my Fourth Amendment. You have no right to be here. You falsely arrested my wife. Get the out of my house, pigs, now. And they smiled at me and winked and said, have a nice day, sir. Then I got served papers. You go to court. And that was vindicated by Jesus totally. Because I had a godly judge, Judge Martin, who is still in Colorado. He's in District 11 now, though. He is a just, impeccably perfect judge, Judge Martin, District 11, Colorado. God bless him. God already blessed him with great wisdom. He's counseled by the Lord, which is how your judges need to be. We pray for the nation, right? The prayers of the saints go to the altar and the incense, and they're burned in heaven. And then the Lord honors that with action on earth. That's how the prayers work, but it cannot be from your mind. Like, I want $1 billion. I was praying for like 1 million to put into Apple, because that would really help me. We got some Broncos going down the road, I think. I got a friend, and he's got all these plots, man, because he works as like mechanic job type, nickel and dime you, right? He's an awesome guy, and they just all come to him because they get these blower mufflers that is like, right? Fire comes out the back of it. Some of them got NOS out here. They don't care because it's just America, you know? Like the Amish won't go there, but they'd have NOS carriages. They're amazing people, and I wish I grew up Amish. You know, I'm aspiring. This is going to be out here. I don't have any razor, so this is going to all grow out. I'm going to just look like the dude. I don't have my sunglasses. Yeah, I do. I got the dude hat and the glass. Yeah, I got it. It's in a bag in the... Anyway, my friend's awesome, and he's like, just hang out and do your videos, and you can do whatever you want. Just don't make too much noise, and because we don't want it, and whatever. He's like, yeah. He's like, here's $20. Put 5 or 10 in the tank, because this thing it's on E, and it just runs perfect. Where is it? Here. You get what I'm saying? But people walk by. It's awesome here. It's just a lot, and it's green. And I'm in Southwest Pennsylvania. That's all I'm going to tell you. For my real people that want me okay. Josh Barrett needs to repent to Jesus Christ. Trey Smith. I love Trey Smith. Josh, do you get... It's a spiritual thing. It's over. You were wrong about Shannon. I have to air the car out. It's fumes. It's the noxious fumes of the devil, man. Do you understand, Josh? This window doesn't go down. I have to get this door repaired. This is like my world right now. I have a friend that's really good with cars, and he's like, I'll do everything you need, man. Plus, we'll make it like new almost. I'm like, what? Jeff, how do you find these people? You get out and live in the dragoons and people that are on drama. I can speak all these names now because I'm not... The suing is like, yeah, if I get in a place to, some people might get sued. But I don't hate any of you, buddy. I'm sitting here blessed by Jesus. I got my iPhone. I can charge it at certain places. I can make videos. I'm happy. You know, happy? No, not until that. I'm working my way back to you, babe. And I'm not going to listen to the Roy Orbison song Crying. I was alright for a while. I could smile for a while. But then I saw you last night. You held my hand so tight as you stopped to say hello. And the point of the song is he's crying because he's realizing that the time he spent with his love was just all a dream. It never happened in reality. Roy Orbison is my God. He when Elvis was asked what his biggest influence was, and this is Elvis's biggest influence was black rock and roll, all of it. It was that they're amazing music back in the. You want the best music? Listen to the old rock and roll, the black bands, and that's not a racist statement. That was rock and roll was the oh my God! Just listen to him. That was Elvis's biggest influence, though, is Roy Orbison. Okay, his number one influence, and then Johnny Cash came in and said, "Hey, King." That oh my God, what? Yeah, now you put this up, you know. Old school, man. My grandpa, Egroff, had this car, except it was a different color. So, Josh, my wife is from Jesus. I really believe that a lot of the Calvinist movement has gone MGTOW because it's like this weird chastisement with sexuality and weirdness. I'm not going there. I'm not a Calvinist. I was a 4-point Calvinist for like 2 months, and then I realized you guys, your spirit is in a lot of ways dead. You lost your first love. You have to return. Chuck Mistler used to say the Calvinists in the Protestants apply to the one letter to the churches that's failing, Sardis, whatever, in Revelation. The letters to the churches. Calvinism is failing because you lost your first love, which is love of people first. No, rebuked, incorrect. You first love God. I'm going to end this 30-minute video because I need a drink and I have to go walk a little bit, and he gave me fucking $100, so this is how Jesus works. You know, I'm just being taken care of by a brother by grace. It's amazing, and I'm using his lot for free for now. As I figure this out, I got the phone so I can absolutely make calls and receive calls. This is phenomenal. Like, I'm just going to set things up. I'm going to prove myself to Shani, and then I want that. Anyway, Josh, you called Shani a devil, and I'm telling you that she loved you, like, really. By you're cute and everything, you know, that she wouldn't mind me saying it because you're really a good looking. Come back. I want my brother. And wonderful evening, folks. Hi, how are you? This is Revelation News with a 10-second bit of a little bit. Right there was 10 seconds, and we're going volume all the way down now. See, that was some wonderful jazz. You know, you call that smooth jazz, whatever you want to call that. That would be public domain. Access to information, folks. I got the Reverend Dude hat on, but it really doesn't. You know, how are you guys? I'm on my road on the New World. I believe the solstice. Uh, we recently had. I'm on military time, 2,200 hours. Military time on my situation here. So I want to talk to you intimately, and I'm going to be using a light here. It's going to be a must. So it's going to be battery situation, but it's not bad, you know. We're just doing that. Yeah, that one. This one's stuck. See, everything isn't perfect in this. This is why it needs to be restored. But some of this, I'll tell you what it has to do with some of it. Some of it has to do, I wish this would really stay on here, but it's not cooperating at all. See, the studio, that's a situation. Hang on a second, all right? Be in my lap, you know. I gotta do like appropriate. Yeah, I gotta put the steering wheel up. Man, that would be interesting to drive it like that. I might do that someday. Okay, and hang it. Okay, yeah, you're gonna be at like an angle down at my crotch. That's bizarre. So, what's up, guys? You know, I want to talk to you on a human level. You hate to defend me, Justin Troyer. You don't. That comment just popped up. How you doing, Justin Troyer? That's a shout out to Justin Troyer, because you just showed up in my. Yeah. I got pretty solid Wi-Fi, so if you guys get me to 500, I could live stream you my life, and that's what's going to be, you know. I have this old car, and it's my life, you know. And I'm not going to say what make it is, what company even it is. God, that thing. It's, you know what it is with this car, guys? It's an old school car. So they have these plastics in them, old school style plastics, that if it gets humid, it sticks, like the lock mechanism, right? Unlock. Okay, we're all unlocked. It works perfect. Now lock, you might have to press it a couple times. You know, I remember, because I'm an 84 baby. We're going back. This is just going to be a vlog video, and then I have here 2 books. People are just going to lose their minds with this stuff, because the problem is that mainstream Christianity has demonized so many things, and it's become all satanic to Christians, which is sad, because Shani was playing her TikToks, which I might be Asperger's, because I can't do TikTok for too long without losing it. Like, I don't mean losing it, but like it's very hard for me to deal. Man, I'm trying to get it right with you guys. Like what I mean there. I'm conserving battery too. It's very hard to describe sometimes the way I feel, because I'm a Christian, and I do have like strong beliefs, right? I do. Like very strong beliefs, but I don't want those strong beliefs to be oh man, that's very intimate. And yeah, I'll put it on the bottom part of the steering wheel with the steer. Wow, that's perfect. Okay, you're like in my lap here. No innuendos or weirdness. Like, I know, though, this is the problem with America and the zeitgeist, and what the word zeitgeist means, if you're not aware of the word. It means the air, the feeling of an era. That's the zeitgeist, and the zeitgeist now is offense. Everybody is offended, and Jesus. Wow, this is cool. Okay, now I can do this, and we'll let there be light. These are old mirrors, and it's like the bulbs are. They last forever. They're there. The bulbs last forever in these because the batteries, the electronics are, if there's a huge EMP, I'm still going to have, this is like V's ride in Cyberpunk. It's old school look. Like it's digital, but it's old school looking. Like, check it, you know what I mean? Like this is a Kingston thing in here that they put in. I want to get the original radio and put it in here eventually. But see, you know what I mean? It's digital. It's digital, but it's old digital. It's old digital. And I'm here on my lot. This is the first thing I have to address because it's God, you guys. I don't know how anybody can take you seriously, any of you, because you make reality what you want it to be, and you call me an idiot for believing the Bible, saying it's lies. And I got my scripture. This is the Metatron Bible. That this will be the item that everybody is going to be like, oh, see, there's the key. The tree of life is that this is the tree. Shani and I, Shani has one. I took the gold one, and she took the silver one, and it's the tree of life and a key. It's around her neck, and we're connected forever. That, and she knows this. And I'm working my way back to you, babe, with the burning. You know that. I kind of really do resemble Heath Ledger a little bit, which is weird because in prison, the one compliment was really nice. In prison, the one guy said to me, I got called. I had the one Hispanic said, a guy said I had a huge. He said that I heard him. He said, "Oh yeah, that white boy is really pretty, man. He was pretty looking, like his shape, and he had a really nice big man, you know." So they said I had a big prison. So I don't know. To some it's small, to some it's too big. Ramstein, too big, too small. Size does matter after all. Sure it does. Some girls like a 4-incher, a 3 inches in is the spot on a woman. You get a nice, solid, meaty, like, 4-inch, 5-inch girth and 3-inch. He's hitting the G spot. She's going to be spewing. She's going to be spewing warmness all over, which that's the best feeling. This might have to become an 18 plus channel because I am raunchy. I'm like Bill Hicks, okay? This is the blessing. I out here in the back, the guy, because there's a front and a back, and it's like I'm in between two garages, and there's a street here. That's it. And people walk by here. It's a side street, but it's quiet side street. The Lord did all this. It's in southeastern Pennsylvania. That's all I'm telling you. I'm not telling you what kind of car he got or anything. A smart person will be able to look at the instrumentation and they'll know the model of car and everything. And it's one of the best rides in the history of United States car making in Detroit. And that's the only. A real aficionado, if you will. I could do this, okay? I don't know if you'll hear it, but I did that, okay? I revved it. A true aficionado of a car will know what I'm in right now. And it's known as a mobster getaway car. Enough of that. Here we go. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse, Tommy Vercetti, GTA Vice City. Tommy Vercetti, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. You understand? You get what I'm saying? All right. This book. Okay. This is to be held at the House of the Temple, and I probably will be returning this. I bought this on the Amazon Marketplace, and yes, this is an original copy, 1950 copyright, 1950, Southern Jurisdiction of the Masons. Southern. Albert Pike's home, the Southern Jurisdiction. Albert Pike's Morals and Dogma. Now, I am going to have Christians. They're going to put this picture up, and I'm going to be Satan. Okay. You have to understand duality. Before we go any farther with teachings, because that's what this is going to turn out to be, I'm coaxing my brother Josh. I hope he comes back as Freefall. Josh, be smart. Don't talk about, I got a black mark from a TB shot on both arms. Black. I didn't, that maimed me. That is a medical device of that maimed me, and I would sue them for bodily harm. That's a black mark that was never on me. That's a TB test from from 2009. Folks were homeless again from Philly guy. That's funny. These pop up for some reason. Philly guy, I ain't homeless. I am living in my property, which is my vehicle, on a lot that my buddy said, dude, I think you're cool, man. Reverend dude, here it is. He just says to me, I think you're cool, man. Okay, so you just do it. You can do your thing. I am truly living the Johnny Silverhand style life at this point right now. It's live free or die hard. I'm going to put this, I am going to put my steering wheel back. This is staging, you know. I should have done this before I started the video, but I didn't know. And I'm going to adjust this down. Right, there we go. And then I'm way down. Yes, like that. I'm never driving like that. That's weird. And then just like, I didn't lock that. Lock there. And then get on. Wow, that's cool. All right. That's cool. Okay, so seriously, this pop socket was there. See, if this really cool cover wasn't on here, this would work real good. But I'm keeping this leather. The guy that sold it to me, he has this leather cover on the steering wheel, and I can tell that the steering wheel on the bike, because it's a real thin. It's old school. We're talking 80s, okay? They made things different. Everything is sturdy in this. I am on E still because gas is so expensive where it's 5 and change. Do you understand this? Okay. This is before we go any farther, I'm going to call this Christian duality, and this is going to bring in witches. I am going to the witches. Do you know why? Jesus said in the end, this is really serious. Jesus, sorry, Albert, because I do actually a little bit revere him. Now, revere, not that's a very technical term. I would put him on a very high spiritual place. You're dealing with fire, and I'm going to get to that. You have to, I'm going to take the head covering off, because this is like, I really do feel like Johnny Silverhand in a way. Okay, I could be that vile in terms of my speech, but Johnny wasn't a Christian, obviously. Okay, could I talk about Johnny Silverhand a little bit? Cyberpunk story. Cyberpunk 2077 was deliberately destroyed as a video game because the truth of the matter is that Cyberpunk 2077 was a testimony against AI. Because Elon Musk famously, before everybody got okay with the fact that we were going to have sentient AI and we were going to go the route of Terminator, that I'm going to shut this off. There we go. While it's perfect light. Okay, my Joker is like, I could do it now because Shanny's gone. I might do that. Like, really do it for you. Like, I have a very unique one. It's a metal Joker. Long hair, green. I don't have money to dye my hair. You want to donate to my... Uh, I am living on the grace of others, mainly my buddy that gave me the lot. He comes back every day like Jesus, and he's just like, here, dude, 20, 30, 50. How much for now? 20, dude. Just give me 20 now. And thank you, dude. He's like, it's Jesus. Forget it. Oh, but Christians are the hateful ones. Johnny Silverhand would go. He'd inspect it, Johnny. I don't know. I see. Yeah, and a lot of Christians. That's true. And I'm going to be honest with you, but here, that's too much in my eyes. Sorry. This is so cool. All right. You're in the car with me right here. What you have to understand is you're dealing with two pillars in the temple, Jachin and Boaz. The Bible and Masonry. Now, what do I mean by that? This is Gemini. This is the divided soul. I remember Theodore Jackson, my great brother in Jesus Christ. Pray for me, Theo. Unplug him. I love you, brother. I need to talk to you for prayer. I want to do I need stability. Unplug him. Theo. Ted Bear. Pray for Theodore Jackson. I'm just moved in the spirit, man. Oh, wow, I almost just weeped. Theo, I love you. I hope you're all right, man. These NWO scumbags will chase you down to the ends of the earth until their narrative of what they say that they believe is the reality and propaganda tactics of Joseph Goebbels' propaganda book. You got to read that if you never read that. Okay, you need to read, because he was Hitler's brain. In a lot of ways, Joseph Goebbels was the brain of Hitler, and he was the man that was able to take an entire people group, that being the Jewish people, which is an ethnicity as well as a religion. It's a region, Israel, which we conventionally to believe in the Middle East. But of course, there's theories out there that America is New Jerusalem and all this really cool stuff, which is stuff to look at. You have a look, like a carpenter when he's making a fucking table, right? He has a ruler. This is your ruler, which is the Holy Scriptures. This is a 1611 King James Bible, nothing special. It's a nice one from local church Bible publishers, which, if you want a scripture that will last you forever if you take care of it correctly, and then you put a nice cover like this, which has got a zipper where I put pens and stuff and notes, and my notes are full in here almost. It's great. This is the item for YouTubers. How much would Revelation News' personalized notes? There's prophecies in here. I wrote all 70-some pages of the Book of Metatron. I'm going to publish that. It's all pictures. I have to make high-res versions of the pictures, which is easy with the iPhone because the camera 4K picture. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to make it thin skin pages, like it's like my testimonies, and it's diary entries. It's going to be cool, and it's private, but I'm going to make it public for you guys. It's love, Everybody should have the freedom to have a voice. And I'll make this a manifesto video, okay? And they'll make that crazy, like, oh, he's making a manifesto terrorist. Well, whatever. I want to make my drink because my mouth's getting dry already. He blessed me, my buddy, with a drink too. I got to take these off though. I don't know. This is why Keanu, a lot of time, Johnny will be standing there, and sometimes he'll do that with the glass, or when he's meeting you junkyard, right, for the first time, he goes like this at you, like he can't see. These were I love. I got these, and I have the black ones too. I love these though. Aren't these cool? I got these for $12 in Walgreens, man. You got to look out at Walgreens, okay? All right, the lighting is getting to my eyes. I look like a zombie sometimes, man. Okay, where'd the hat go? I'm gonna wear the hat because that, like, yeah, I'm off track. All right, but I have a cigarette. Oh, there's my drink. This is amazing. Okay, I didn't want to get the latte because I don't like any cream. My hair's up because I can't. I have conditioner and yeah, there's a bit of thinning up there. But when my hair is like fully washed perfectly, I look Fabio at times, man. It's like wow. But right now, like I'm on the grace of others to get showers. I got to know somebody down the road a piece, and they're like, yeah, you need a shower, you come here, no problem. And it's raining out. We're in southeastern PA, and it's raining. Uh, but everything this is the command center, my car, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna make this like it was like just off the lot, and I want to get the original radio and everything, and it had a Bose Symphony sound system, and it sounds amazing. Like it's just, wow. Jesus Christ did this 20 minutes in, and I've said very little. I'll rep Vav Vav Vav. Oh, they'll love that. Yeah, there you go. Oh. See, I work for the devil now. Because I tell you the truth, I become your enemy. Well, that's what Jesus said, man. There's an ashtray in here and I can smoke in my. Oh my God, look at this. Okay, let's see. See? See? Felt? See? If you've never seen the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, do yourself a favor right now and see it. I'm going to use the old cigarette lighters because they work in here. All of them. There's three of them. One's at this side and this and one of them. This car is new from like 80. It's insane. Don't you forget about me. I'm gonna this window's off track, so I can't put it down all the way, but I'll crack it. That's all I need. And it goes back up, you know? Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. There's lit. I let that go too long, too short. It's the wind, man. There's like this small wind in the air. And yeah, there you go. I love this car. Mm-hmm. All right, now that I'm smoking a cigarette in it, that's a lot like a Pall Mall. Because my grandpa Egroff chain smoked 5 packs of Pall Malls a day, and he lived till he was 85, and he died of prostate metastatic cancer. Prostate, and then it went to the bones, and he died of cancer. Vav, vav, vav. We could talk about that. But that conversation won't last long before I get banned, so I'm not going to go there. I have to be very careful. And it's nothing personal. I want you to be well learned, and that's great. Where did my hat go? There it is. Jesus. Okay. All right. I got to put the glasses back on there. These work too good. Oh, you got to be out in California with Keanu. for these to work because the sun has to be strong to see. They're very tinted. So here we go. Duality. All right. I put that back up. I'm an idiot. No, I have an ashtray in here, but I am. Whoa, there it is. Okay, now I. Oh, okay. Ooh, I see. Yeah. See, I'm learning things about my car, and you're seeing me learn it. Oh, Jeff's got to take a look at that. It's off track, you know. I'm going to leave it cracked anyway. It's better to have a window cracked in your car. Oh, little rain gets in the door, so what? It's no big deal, you know. I got an ashtray. And I only have one cigarette. So we're having a cigarette. I'm having an energy drink. That's life. You know, if I am blessed. And now I see God again. Real. But now it's with wisdom. Jail changed me. Because I do legitimately believe in the concept of anarcho-communism now. Oh, anarcho-communism. I'm going to go. That's a thumbnail. All right. Wow. I changed. 13 days in 13. The world's hit. This is nuts. The world tells you that the number 13 is bad. Wrong again. You're always wrong when you say one is bad and one is good because everything has a white and a black that try to walk the middle like the Masons. We're doing our job, says the Mason. I'm building the temple, but it says in Morals and Dogma that I was just thumbing through tonight with Shani, and Shani's like this, or through a video. Okay, what I say, Shani, I wish I could. Jesus Christ, I wish I could see that woman. I have delusions a lot of times. I'm not medicated. Do you understand this? I could be sitting here watching like a recorded video, private, that nobody's ever seen of me and Shani talking about the Bible, which I'm watching all the time. I feel like I've seen her, you know, and that was Nancy Alexander. Like I have a problem with Shani, you know what I mean. Like I'm very spiritually attached to her, and it hurts to be away. The pain, if you could see in my eyes the pain, I just plead that protection order go. Because she don't want it either. We've talked on the phone, and it's been fine. I want her back, and she's like, look, you got to just... This last time with Zachary was so crazy that you just have to stay where you are right now and get stable. And then we'll talk about permanent getting back together, and that's it. So it could happen in a month, a year. We'll see. But that's my intention with Shannon, because she's my queen, and I want her back, and that's it. Yeah. And now all of my mom's music comes up. The music of the 60s, the early 60s. Okay, it's bubblegum pop. And it's mostly about heartache and a girl or a boy. You know. Oh man, that's so comfortable. Oh. No, I think I might have the back. It's like if there's any sciatic, I'm leaving it like that to talk to you. as a driver, am not one of these like slouch the thing back and yeah, what's up, bro? And like you got your hand up on the thing and you're like gung 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 gung, and the bass is putting out windows behind you. Boom 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 boom. You know what I mean? That's cool, and it sounds awesome, and it vibrates girls. I have to 18 plus everything. We're up on 30 minutes. I love talking to you guys like this. You're hanging out, it's raining out, it's the atmosphere. It's this atmosphere. This, this.
Two back-to-back selections from
See, I
John
get it.
Baptist, right here on
Yeah. But see, for the truly spiritually music people, and they have the ear for, see, she was probably on an Audio Technica microphone on an extremely good switchboard, clean, barely a hiss on the mic, but there's a little hiss, and where in her vocals, it's like she's up on your ear. That's good radio and jazz. The jazz station, Smooth 106, for your audio pleasure. You know what I mean? This is the type of car that I have, which I don't want you to know. You see how these glimmer? It's like it's Johnny's glasses, man, kinda. But the black ones are more accurate to Johnny's glow. We're gonna talk about Johnny Silverhand in a minute. This is like an Amanda Breck video, kinda. I love him. Go like the video from Amanda Breck, because make him, get him at 5K subs at least, Gump, my friend Gump. I gotta talk to you again. I love talking we can do it on the phone, and I can screen cap it with the screen recorder on my. I'm dealing, my personal life is a little. It's weird, right now. It's different and weird. I'm gonna give you a break from my face and Macho Man shirt, which is dirty. I gotta get to a laundromat because I got some money. I'm gonna do a wash. I'm gonna give that a break. I like giving the battery a break, because with these guys, you wanna be sure you're not with the battery too much. It's the way it is. I love this thing, and it's my command center. That's it. The Central Texas Command Center. Alex, hit me up if you need somebody to work for you. Cheat, man. Revelation News here. I love you, brother. I'm not Revelations News, which I think you thought I was. That's not me. I'm Revelation News, and I'd love to work for you. Hit me up. My email is Jason Egroff. That's JASONEGROFF 2020 at gmail.com, Alex. If you need a helping hand. I'm smoking a cigarette and being unhealthy. You got to get the X2, folks. X2 is the best thing you'll ever put in your body. I love Alex InfoWars brand products. The problem is, do you still sell stuff, Alex? You should. I'm sure you do. I heard you went bankrupt, and I love you, brother. God bless you. We're gonna get. I don't know the country. Okay, I don't know the country. Cheers, with my Vav 666 energy drink. There was a tattoo place in Scranton, and I was hearing the fucking commercials for it. I'm gonna put these on, actually. Not that. Jesus Christ. Just incremental. Not even that. There. Okay. Now it'll do it every now and then. Okay. I was in prison, right? And they love UFC fight night, which fucking rules. You're gonna hear the windshield wipers now. That's ASMR stuff. You'll hear that, I think. Old school windshield wipers. Anyway, Cujo. But like the car in Cujo sometimes. Except that's a 70s movie, 70s cars. I'm all over, man. I saw The Matrix Resurrections, with Shanny before it all ended. I loved it. I wanted Matrix Revelations, the third Matrix movie. I wanted the end of it to be Thomas Anderson waking up at his desk and it was all a dream. And my friend said, I, as a writer, would love to do a mind on that level, That I would just love it, but I'm not like that. I wouldn't like the mind. Man, they're powerful. Old stuff is the best. It is. Kids, get your car, and you can get one. Sometimes they're willing to sell not this one. I paid 1,500 American U.S. Federal Reserve notes. Toilet paper. Our debt is worth your anus is worth more than the dollar. Turd. How much does fertilizer go for? A pound. Oh my God, the lumbar support is like, if I had any side, fucking back is healed from sitting in this seat. But see, they're angled in such a way. See? That it's like a recliner, but it's not. It's like a reclining. They designed these seats to be like you're in your living room listening to jazz, like this, okay? Like this. Copyright. There's going to be copyright on that. That's like really quick, right? Now, how much money am I going to make on that? Could somebody explain that to me? I saw a light go on in the building in the distance. It's like an industrial park type area. Off. Copyright is kind of crazy, but I support it as an author. I mean, if you're a creator, you have to sympathize with like Metallica. I got a vape too. I had enough money to get a vape. Like people, because I got a sign that I put out sometimes, just, I need some help. And I never was in this place. I was helping people that had the signs. And Shanny too. That's what I'm saying, all these people that call Shanny. Shanny is Sandalphon the angel. Look up Sandalphon. That's how they pronounce it, the rabbinical, wonderful rabbinical people. I love listening to their esotericism. Their esoteric, they talk about, this is like this, good. It's like Jesus Christ put me in this southeast region. There's so many Christians. It's like all Christian. You gotta look on in a map. Southeast PA, man. It's not. I'm not right on the border of it, but it's like a little bit inside of the southeast. Christians, and it's patriots, and you got hippie types. Not quite as hippified as me, man. I'm looking like totally like living the life. 37 minutes. Jesus, 377. I'd say that's 34 seconds. Mike Fall, we're going to do it. I'm going to message Michael Fall, who is, I'm just going to have a huge, we could sit here all night talking. I want to do that with him. I'm going to set up that, I'm going to talk to him privately, and we're going to talk live. Maybe live. I don't know. Recorded, at least. We're going to talk politics. We're going to talk about the state of the world. We're going to talk about what he thinks. What is this simulation? I'm going to shut this off again, and it's Carl Sagan, folks. Billions and billions of stars, okay? Like the universe is absolutely amazing, folks. Wow. Like lights, like Star Trek. Oh, Dreamweaver. I love that song, man. I hear people, hey, Foodie Beauty, you're awesome, man, you know? Bipolar. There's this video that Shani loved, and she's like, this is you with the boys. And it's John Marston from Red Dead Redemption 2. And little Jack comes up to Dad, and he goes, hey, Dad, let's go, little Jack. Hey, Dad, let's go fishing. And John Marston goes, yeah, son, that sounds like a great idea. I haven't smoked enough cigars and drank enough whiskey, and I've drank a lot of whiskey, folks. But John Marston's voice is so badass with the whiskey and the cigars. I can more so do Arthur Morgan, you know, situation. And that's not even good. Like, they're real men voices. And then you got Dutch. Dutch, crazy voice. I love that voice. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a masterpiece, and I want to replay that. I'm still every once in a while I'll boot up my game, you know, that I beat that game like 2.5 years ago, and I'll boot up the John Marston ending, you know, the epilogue, and you're just going around. There's no missions left to do or nothing. I did it all. And it's like 72% or 75%. Because I missed a lot of stuff, and I ran through the ending too fast, and I didn't finish missions, you know. I just beat the game too fast. And I have to play through it again. And hopefully I could hook up with Shani online or something after the restraining stuff. Yeah, I want people to know it's not a restraining order, okay? There's a difference here that you should know this legally. I'll turn this on again for you, sorry. There's a difference between a restraining order and an order of protection. Here's a quote-unquote order of protection. Okay, I want to explain this to you. With a restraining order, there are specific legal requirements that you have to prove to get one put in place. And I learned this with Dragnot. And God bless you, Drag. I pray for you, your soul. This world's going to get so crazy. God bless you. I love you, man. The times that we were friendly, you could have been one of my best friends from high school. Like, I really liked you. I'll start watching you to enjoy you, really, because I'm away from Shani. I can watch anything I want now. And she wouldn't get mad at me saying that even. Because she did, and it's fine. Because I love her still now. But I love Shani. And if I can make her feel more secure, I care about her mental health. She has BPD, CPTSD, all kinds of drag. And with her, stop, you know. She loved you. Because we're sex-positive Christians. Like, we could have had a crazy, cool, you know, friendship and stuff. G-Man, whatever. I love G-Man, you know. I would never step on G-Man's toes ever. I love that brother, and that's it. I love him so much. He's my man. You know what I mean? He took care of me for a long time at Fisk Street. Yeah. He took care of me a long time. And I value that. So, Dreg, if I talk to you or whatever privately, you know, no going on the G-man. Because look at the hairline. It's horrible, isn't it? But it's not that. I'm telling you, when this is combed out right, it looking awesome, you know, for the gals out there, you know. I'm not. It's not thinning that bad. The gals, yeah. About you, you freak. You're psycho. I'm gonna put this in the front because it belongs in the front. This is the brand. This is an imported hat. You can tell it's Australia. You know, Crocodile Dundee hat. Kinda, not really. The snakeskin would be Dundee. That's a knife. The brand is Jacaru, Australia, and it's made in Australia. Handcrafted in Australia since 1969, and this is a size large. If you want branding, I would Reverend Dude here. You know, this is my look that I've been doing for how long? I'm so glad I got this hat, but that's how it's supposed to be. And then the Reverend Dude glasses for the look. If you guys want my business deals for real, because I need money so bad, I'm living out of my car. I know I'm not a 10 model type looking guy, but like maybe you could work with that. And I'm going to start bodybuilding, and I'm going to be like, I might be doing contracting work, so I might start looking like Jake Paul, you know. Yeah. Tragic. You too, Trag. I'm going to put this is 44 minutes in. This is an apology. I'm making a men's video too. This is vlog. It's a vlog and then colon. Wow, I'll think of a title. That's it. See, this is the look. And then you put it down like that. Anyway, I got to promote myself a little bit. Because I'm in a really rough spot. But I have a Meta account. I can make money. I have a bank account, a Meta account. You know, that's wow. I can be in a car with a phone and Wi-Fi, and I can live. Really nice. And I'm going to turn the lights on here, too, because why not? It's old school stuff, so it's like it's low power. This thing just runs like it's a house. I love it. Back to the subject. This is a vlog, but I want to do teaching. Now, never call me teacher, because there's one teacher. That's the creator. Call no man rabbi. That's what Jesus. So in prison, they watch the UFC fights. This is the last personal thing, and then I'm going to teach. I'm not a teacher, but enlightening. I'm the dude. You know, this aggression will not stand. You know, I'm the dude. I am never a teacher. I'm going to share. If it feels right for you, take that. If it doesn't, brush it off. That's it. The spirit. I'm very spiritual right now because I'm away from Wi-Fi, most Wi-Fi. There's hot spots that I could even connect to because everybody's communal here. Christians. Oh my God, Christian communes. We have to talk about that. Manda Breck and me, we have to hook up and talk about doodling, which is communities. We're going to talk about that with him. Because I could still do Messenger on here, record the screen, and upload the videos, interviews. So if you want to be interviewed by me, hit me up in my email, jasonegroff2020@gmail.com. I'll put my email in description. 46 minutes. On UFC Fight Night, and this shows you the worship. We're there. And then you have the band Ghost, which is open satanic worship for the kids. You will never walk alone. That is so satanic sounding. It's like it's a gospel song to Lucifer. This is good. This is the best vaporizers I ever. They have lots of here, and this is just nicotine vape, just straight up nicotine, and it saves my life because, like, wow, I'm not medicated right now, and I'm okay though. This environment, because it's like I'm at home. It's I have a hand. There right here. There's a hand rest right there, and you can do this with it, and I can put my feet up in the front if I want, and lounge, and put my phone up here, and watch YouTube videos. See, a car just went by. It's like a regular street, but there's like units. You might see lights behind me that look like houses. It's not. There are units, and there might be, somebody walking in and out to get something, but that's it. And in between, there's these driveway type things. And then it's all just green around it. It's greened out. Private. Because this car I got's almost a lowrider. I could slip this right underneath bushes and you'd never see the car. Because it's like, it's amazing. UFC Fight Night. They got the ring, the Octagon 8, which is the number of Jesus. You can't, the Messiah. They got the Vav 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 in the center with all the companies around it. 666 with the companies all around it with the arena and the guys' Christian Coliseum fights. This video is going to be, it's mostly vlog, and I was doing I'm just Reverend Dude, and I just can go off, I'm Rev, and I'm an ordained minister. Hit me up on the email if you want me to do your ceremonies and stuff. I could do it online for now, but my intentions is to end up probably somewhere like Florida at some point. I want to live in Florida. That's a goal, maybe Pensacola, whatever. At that point, if I do get there, I'd be so open with people, I wouldn't care. You come see me. Please don't bring a gun and try and kill me and stuff. Please. I'm here for the time the Lord has me here, and I'm Lennon. And if you pop me like that, I guess it's the Lord's will too. Gotta save battery here. I'm going dark for a bit. Well, you see my glasses and the instruments. I love that. I'm a bot in the Matrix, man. But Johnny Silverhand, let's talk about the character of Johnny Silverhand. Okay, here comes the vape. Watch this. That's pretty cool. This is an awesome looking video. 50 minutes in. All right, Johnny Silverhand is a straight up very interesting character, actually. I don't want to spoil anything Cyberpunk because I want people to play it when it finally does an official PS5 technology. And if I had a suggestion for the makers of Cyberpunk 2077, that being Project Red, which I see great potential in them as a company, I would suggest to you adapt it for Unreal Engine 5. If this is possible, unless your infrastructure is your code, and I get it, right? You got your Matrix code, and Unreal Engine 5 is its own Matrix code. And it's funny because in Cyberpunk 2077, do you know what's present? Wow, you're going to love this. And this would be a Josh Barrett thing to turn on the light and go, hey, are you watching things? Or are you in the dark? Okay. And you're listening to a robot. We come to tell you. Went down the round pipe, sorry. Okay. I didn't mean to ruin your ear. Shout out to Mike Matei. Mike, look up on YouTube just the name Mike, and then the last name is Matei. Mike Matei live, and he's the best. He gives me so much comfort to get through life. And he did this when Shani was out of my life for 5 days. I was being babysat by Mike Matei videos. And I mean that from love to him in a heterosexual way completely, in saying that you saved my life. Like, I got to turn this on because thank you, Mike Matei. And guys that are fans of him, clip this and give it to him. Blow it up. He saved my life because I'm suicidal, I think. He saved my life. Thanks, Mike Matei. Go sub him. Let's go back to the subject matter at hand. And it's going to be like you're talking to a robot, but I am not a robot. I want to conserve my battery. And I'm wearing my Reverend Dude shades, and it's all good, okay? I want to teach you for the Christians that if you have been a Christian for more than 10 years, and these subject matters that I'm going to start talking to you about, that you're like, I've never heard this. That's the problem. Okay? I want you to know that you're not alone, number one. I'm going to drive this around the block for a second. Okay? I'm going to put you in this seat here. You're not going to sit because I don't want you seeing nothing. You don't need to see anything. Okay? My instrument panel's going to go live, and then you're going to go in the seat. All right? What I'm going to be discussing with you, I want you to know that good is very real. I have to scoot over one sec. I have to put this in. There's only one. Do I have a cup holder here and one? They don't give one to the driver because the driver in these cars is the servant. Riding the line and turpentine. Lord, why can't I stay sober? Leave me alone. Let me go home. Lord, I just want to be sober. There we go. Guy, I have to do that. You know, I might have to install a little console here. Some more storage. That's what the one thing it's lacking is just storage. And I have to put my seat up because I was literally luxuriously sitting in this fucking thing. Oh, yeah. See, now that's the deal. Could somebody go to my Amazon wish list and like send to her amount for this? Because she'll send it to me where I'm at. I have an address I send stuff to, and I gave it to her. She wants to help me out, you know. She still does want to help me out. Oh, you might not have heard any of that. Don't matter. The point is, hey, you're coming on a tour. A 3-hour tour. You're not gonna see. I'm like a cop with a cop car right now. Hey, kid. So, I heard you got yourself in trouble, kid. You know, he's like a 15-year, just a kid, man, right? Okay, like a New York. The good cops. I am stating that I am still very much Blue Lives Matter. Okay? And I support the Fraternal Order of Police. I got to take this around the block a little bit, you know, around the commune. If you knew where I was at, it would blow your mind, you know. I have never felt so protected by the Lord's Spirit in my life. The Lord Jesus has blessed me so intensely with this love spirit. Nobody can stop love. And do you understand that that's why the devil hates love? Because it's such a powerful force. Okay? Compassion. I'm screaming at you. I don't have to. I got a microphone. I want you to know the concept of compassion. I want you to know the concept of compassion. Okay? You're going to see you might have seen some streets. It's literally like, I am in a Christian commune. I'm going to describe to you some things. We have a convenient mart that's pretty damn close. It's a Valero. And there's wonderful Christian people. I can't believe how blessed the Lord has made me to experience all of this chaos in my life, okay? And it is chaos right now. My wife, okay? She's my world, and all of this has gone very weird. Look, this is an upheaval. I also believe in the concept of astrology and readings. Okay, have you ever had a person give you a reading? Okay. Tarot cards? Okay. Wow, I'm hearing something, and someone was with my ears. Look, the government even can buzz your phone now. Okay, I'm trying to do this correctly, and you're just in the passenger seat. Me. It doesn't matter. It's a Christian commune that you wouldn't even know where this looks more like Indiana, where I'm at. Okay, it looks nothing like Pennsylvania even. Okay. But they don't fret the small things in this area. Do you know what I mean? And what I mean by fretting the small things is that we don't let other people's get in the way of our book. And that's a very specific thing I just said. They'll freak out, man. You'll be like, oh my God, I'm just driving a car. Nobody's gonna take my car. I'm gonna break the speed of sound. You know, if you get put in the comments what that song was. Nobody's gonna take my car. She's gonna break the speed of sound. Typo Negative did the best cover of any song ever, almost, with that song. Put in the comments, you get huge points. You'll just Google it because it'll pop up. That's how AI is pretty awesome, you know. But Sarah Connor, that's my wife, is Sarah Connor. Esoteric Christianity. This isn't this isn't even the first video. We're going to have a lot to talk about, but I just rounded the block of the commune. You wouldn't even know that this is a commune. It looks like suburban Indiana with trees and very standardized living, Seattle-looking architecture penthouses. But they're not. They're just storage units that guys own, and they're making tons of money on storage units. And I just take this little strip. It's a little bitty driveway, and I slip in it, and I'm behind trees, and it's like I'm not even here. But I had to go around the block because It's raining too, and I just want to like let this baby that's so precious sit. And we're back here at the same spot that I was at, but I'm going to leave it at this. This is an hour video, so this is going to be a vlog video. Please hit the thumbs up and get me more subs. That could really help me. If you like vlogged it, you know, this would have been for you if you like vlogs. So I'm going to start teaching you Masonic, white Masonic. You will never ever hear me talk about black masonry, because what black masonry is Egyptian and Crowleyan sex magic. Nope. And if you want to say Crowley ain't evil, then you need to get off my page, because that's no. No, he's no good, man. There's no good in that. No. All right. There just isn't. There's no good in it at all. And that's the way it is. And it's going to stay that way forever. But I'm going to start teaching you. I'm definitely going to start teaching you esoteric Christianity, so stay tuned. Bill Cooper type teachings on the government and spirituality and health wellness. Health and wellness. I have to contact Bill Deagle immediately. I want to get Bill Deagle on my channel. God bless you all. Jesus Christ is coming very soon. Repent of all hate and be kind to all. Hey, 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 hey. You know, fresh out of the slammer, and I'm just like completely randomly on the road. And I can't have this on all the time. Whoa, I like that light. It's neat. You can still see my face and hear my voice. But I'm in the baby, and by the grace of God, I got some gas in the tank. And this thing is so amazing on gas because it's an old engine, V8. And it purrs like a kitten. Just purrs. My dad loved cars. And I know definitely that if he were alive in my life, this is like a vlog video, got low battery, gotta go low power mode. Damn, okay, barely see me. Let's do this for the sake. It's very minimal power. Yeah, there we go, that's cool. I don't know how much or whatever proof that you want that I am not at the place that I was. The stamps, the GPS information may still be there because I'm on a disconnected device from 5G and everything. I just get on Wi-Fi. I'm not on any how you call it. That's what my grandfather Davis used to always. My grandfather Davis used to say, how you call it. So, but part two, I pressed pause. This is going to be Carrie part 2. So Carrie, you know, you had the community up in arms, and rightfully so, over me calling you the C word, which is unacceptable to do. It's a slander I would put on the level of the T word and the S word, the S word that ends with T, and it's not, and that's another one don't use. Because Women of the Night is a legitimate career, so we don't shame that. This is going to be kingdom economy stuff too. And in this video now, I'm going to take the opportunity to announce my new beliefs in terms of what should happen on planet Earth. And this is really going to shock some people, and if you want to do a reaction video to this, and this is on Carrie, but I'm going to drop this here for somebody like Veckel. And I view you as a brother. I love you. I know that you believe one way, but G-Man, you know, he's gonna make it understood. You know, I can shut these off. Off. There we go. You always got to be mindful of your battery usage, and it's always good to do. You know what I mean? So, I'm announcing in this video that I now am an anarcho-communist. In the earthly economy and political, the governmental, political, and financial system that should govern at a baseline for the world. This is going to shock a lot of my Christian brethren. I want you to understand that this in no means means that I have left Jesus Christ. This is not the case. Jesus Christ is who kept me alive in the jail. And I have testimony of that from a brother that's a fellow Christian up there, and he went, wow, this is Jonathan Kleck level, wow, miracle stuff that happens with the body of Christ. And I'm sorry if it's overmodulated. I just want to be heard. Turn your stuff down. But this the purr of the, I gotta show you. You know, I just thought of it. I got like video editor on this. I could just paste this together. But I don't know what proof you need, folks, that I'm not there. Okay, negative evidence, whatever. Unless you get somebody, you know, it's nuts. Anybody comes near that property, do you know that you guys have caused that property, the one I used to be at, that my love she's protected by the police. Shani currently has police protection at the address. I highly suggest you don't go there. I'm not there, and I never can be. I will go back to the Clink immediately if I ever went there. I have learned, because I walked to the convenient. I had a couple bucks. I got like a cigarette, the fucking Black and Mild cigar. And I say, got a pack of matches. I got a pack of matches. I didn't need that though. I got the car. I got the cigarette lighter in the car that works, and everything works in this beautiful thing. Fucking amazing. And I own it. It's mine. I love it. It's so beautiful. And I could sleep in here easy. That's it. Because the sleep, when you have schizoaffective with on top, I don't think I have to do that. I'm just going to have this proper. Okay. Like CSI, you know. I got to sit up in my seat. Let's do this a tilt upward, folks. That's at ease, soldier. Yeah, that's better. I'm not. It's just this seat is luxurious. This is what you call a gentleman's car. That's just the way it is. So, let's get a little more light. How's this going to look? God, this button sticks a bit. There we go. Even a little better. Okay. So, the GPS and the stamps and stuff, the metadata might still be where I was at, because I have my methods. Just say that. But I'm not there. I think, and yeah, I was walking. I got the thing that said. I asked at the counter at the. It was like a Valero, I think. I walked there from where I parked the car, and I asked the guy, "Could you tell me what city I'm in?" And he's like, "Well, you're close to Lancaster." I'm like, "Wow, I thought that." He's like, "Yeah, you must have good sense of compass." I'm like, "No, I'm." He just went, "Well, okay, brother." He could tell I was a Christian. You know, I could pull off the Amish thing with this a little bit and this and this. And then I got John Grishalis saying, yeah, you could be a Yid. That's horrible to say, you know. Like, why would you? It's a pejorative weirdness, you know. Really no need for it. But back to the subject, which is Carrie. Hey, Carrie, you know, I called you out, didn't I? Because I knew it. The lights go out because, you know, hey, Carrie, you know. Yeah, man. I knew you were that. See, I knew you were that, and you didn't like that I saw it, and you're like, oh, how dare you? I called you out. See, Shani does the same thing, and that's why everybody hates Shani, including you, because you were exposed to be the CUNT that you actually are. Goodbye. I'm a Keycat shirt. I would tell you to go to revelationnews.net to get the merch. But guess what? I can't tell you to get the merch. You can't zoom in. Like, I like iPhones. They're really cool, and they have great picture quality and all of that. But man, it's kind of disappointing that you can't zoom in when you want and pop out and like that. You know, I'm putting my seatbelt on here. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know why I did that. I'm not going anywhere. I have to conserve gas. You see on the side of me here, this is a storage container. It looks like a house. You know, I'm in my spot, but I backed in and instead because this car handles so well. You can do anything in it, really. I want to get this gray thing off of here. You know, I've never seen anything like this. It's like entwined. I have to cut these things. It's weird, man. Like, did I have my lighter, bro, here? Anyway, I have plenty of time to deal with personal stuff off my video. And it's been very strange lately, right? The way I've been talking to people is really weird. You know, like it's been the ramblings of a madman for some people, I think, and I understand that. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? Like, you can't get a coherent thought out. So I'm sorry, you know. Yeah, the thing is, we get comfortable, you know, like the shrink chair. You call this vlog 2, because I literally never had a vlog channel, okay? Never. I'm going to put that up. Now, see, I'm comfortable. Look at this. You can see my legs, man. Shipping container over here. It's nuts with plants. It's cool, though. This is the best gum I ever had. Ice cubes, peppermint. They're going to stay in the car somewhere. Probably here. I got my Sheets cup. This was $4. I go fill it like for $2 or whatever. Papa needs coffee. You know, coffee. Now we're going here. This is day 2, vlog number 2. Okay. I want to bring the witches in. The white ones. If you're one of those individuals that likes hurting other people, just click off my channel. All right? I'm not down with that at all. At all. Can't run right. Okay. Just shut it off. Because you need the engine on to run the air conditioner, and it's hot. Can we do this? Yeah, we're gonna do. Oh my God, the '80s cars. I'm meeting people here. Person across the street, like hippie-looking individual. That we're Christian communes. I'm gonna message Amanda Breck. We're gonna get a show together to talk about doodling, which is community organizing on the internet level with Facebook and other social media. Leave out Tinder. Okay. Mike Fall. I touched base with him. He messaged me back, and I haven't seen. Here's my bracelet from the place, the hospital, because did you see my ER visit? That was neat, but babbling again. We're gonna start to focus. Because the thing is, there's no way I can have a good series on anything if I'm babbling. Like, it's just not going to work. So there's 2 books involved. This is my own journey. You don't need to take it with me, but if we talk together, maybe we could come to understandings of deeper truths. This is Morals and Dogma. The book Morals and Dogma, and the author is Albert Pike. Okay. Albert Pike was the most revered Freemason. You could say that he is the most revered Freemason, next to Hiram Abiff himself, who they call the first Mason who built the Temple of Solomon. This is the stories, rabbis. Okay. Hiram Abiff, they get that name, Hiram, in the scripture. That Solomon, he was Egyptian, I believe. He was an Egyptian mason, stonemason, and he was contracted by Solomon to make the absolutely magnificent Temple of Solomon, which we'd never seen. There's depictions out there. Who knows what it looked like? That some of this stuff we've been before Shani and I kicked it, and we're not together now. Before that, we were watching documentaries about ancient aliens, lots of stuff like that, and one of the things is where is the pyramids? The pyramids are insane. The architecture, whatever you want to call it, it's all amazing. And it's stuff that needs the light of day. People should see it. So we're talking about this is like, if you're familiar with the concepts that are spoken about, then you probably have a pretty good chance of fully understanding what the universe speaks to you. Okay, because creation in a way is a song. I figured that out. It's the opposite of random. There's something there. There's an it there. He rocks in the treetops all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birdies on Jaybird Street, they're going tweet, 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 rockin' Robin. The question is, what is that? Why? It's all designed. It's to show you the design. And you can't have blueprints. The DNA structure of mankind is I won't even say it's definitely a double helix or whatever. Who cares? What matters is that it's a code book. It's a code book. It's a blueprint. This book talks a lot about blueprints. It's not just stones. What the hell are you talking about? It's not just stones. Vlog day 2, and you're actually learning some things about masonry. And it's not going to be legalistic. Because if I was an active brother, I would have to deceive you in some way to make myself above and not below. The as above, so below. Get out. There's no need for this. The question is, why did masonry start? You know, and it was just stone masonry and a guild. Like you see Skyrim, the game Skyrim, it's guilds. And the Masonry Guild was one of the more prestigious because to be able to handle that and build things was a great asset to leaders, monuments, or the Temple of Solomon, which incredible, you know. But we see things like the Library of Alexandria, and there's something in Alexandria, Egypt, that was so gorgeous on an island that it was a crystal building. How did they, what did they do to make a crystal, like shrine church looking structure, but it's crystal? They had crystal cutters. Like, this is crazy. There was a civilization before Homo sapiens sapien, and they definitely transcended a lot of these things. Did they get to the place of this is itching now because it's wow, because I don't have the air conditioner on. Like I have to run the engine, and that's gas, and I don't want to run gas. My engine ain't on, you know, it's accessories. I'm just focusing wrongly. Here it is. It's simple. Speech patterns might be different because I'm on my Zyprexa. I got my meds, and I took the 2 of them as soon as I could. So this is understood to be a book of what would, like a lot of people. The hell is masonry, man? It's building. It's masonry. It's exactly the definition. It's building things. But there's another end to masonry called esoteric, which is the secret inside. Esoteric means it's concealed, hidden a bit. And you need a teacher to show you. No, you don't. If your IQ is a certain level and you can get into the English of it, like a sample, I opened page 485 in Morals and Dogma. Not LP reacted. She's whatever. LP. That was a comment, sorry. Okay. He was haunting by moonlight, says the old legend, when he met with Osiris. Okay, Osiris is one of the gods of Egypt. The ancient Saba must have been near latitude 15 north. Axiom's nearly 14 degrees. Western Saba Monroe is the north of that. You have to understand this, okay? They take, everything has to do with sacred symbolisms. Okay, what could I say to you? When a mason creates something, they will definitely mark it as such, with some kind of identificating, some kind of symbol or crest, or as a witch would call it, a sigil of power. And if I'm not mistaken, there's something of that as well in Skyrim. Sigils, like, yeah. You equip the sigils, right? I can't remember. My ass got turned into a vampire. And before, the last thing I was trying to do before I never played the game VR again, because stuff is crazy. We had to move from the place like that, and that was something that got left. So the PS4 VR and everything. So that's it. This book here, yeah, I got to be careful with what I say. Christians will go, it's the devil, it's the devil, it's the devil. And Albert Pike, be it what he is. Let it be what he is. Part founder of the KKK. And he's a Democrat. You know, why? He talks a lot about Egypt. Because Hiram Abiff, you know. Egypt, Kemet. Okay, Kemet. And I'm not going to get into that. There's too much. Black consciousness movement. Okay, I'll have G-Man maybe come on. I got to hook up G-Man with Brother Panic, who is a Satanist. Them having a conversation would be interesting. And I'm using this translation of the Word of God called the Hallelujah Scriptures. I was involved with the ministry of these people, and I was given this beautiful leather-bound copy, which some of us that have promoted them, HallelujahScriptures.com, to get your copies. And they will give you freely, especially if you have a ministry, they will give free copies on the appropriate times that they are willing, that they're able, because they are a free operation. It says right in the scripture, this is Jason William Egroff's, definitely, because not many people have this. There's notes, and then we go to the front. Okay, watch this. If you really care about the Word of God, okay. Okay. It says never to be sold. Never to be sold. Free. This guy, if I sold this, it'd be abomination to God because it's His Word. What they do... Oh, there's the air I needed. See, I was dying. Okay. I needed that. Okay. I found a stand and it works. 16 minutes in. This replaces paganism words. It attempts to enunciate the original language. Okay, so this is what we're going to use for crossing into the areas of masonry, which is not just physical. It's not just physical bricks. You go into esoteric, speculative, because they're speculating on thought forms, metaphysics, Platonic devices. Do you know what Platonism is? Neoplatonism. These are terms of philosophical ways of thinking. Okay? Do you believe? This is what you ask yourself. Let's go econ. Turn up the heat to 70. 70 is the best always. 70 degrees. Okay, let's ask ourselves, how many times have you thought to yourself of an idea? Let's take an example that's real simple. A toaster. Who was the person that invented the toaster? I don't know. Put it in the comments below who invented the toaster, and make this in a learning channel. Because I'm not a teacher. No. I don't have the patience of a teacher. However, I love God. I put these up. I'm going to trap the heat or the air in here now. Okay. Follow me on this journey, and it's going to be quiet in here. I don't want to bother people. I have there's new people around me every day pretty much because they're buds. I tell Donnie hi. Donnie, I'll see you like maybe in a month, man. I got to run sucking crazy jobs. Independent contracting type guys, stuff like that, you know. These are my favorite vampire shades. I'm gonna try and hook up a conversation with the absolutely amazing legend of YouTube named Jonathan Kleck. I really want to talk to him and see where he's at, because he's been attacked ever since he started his ministry, and it's insane. So Jonathan Kleck will be featured at some point, I believe. We're going to start talking about these things. Lord Heavenly Father in heaven, we wish not to question you. Your wisdom is holy and good, and there's plenty of it out there. We do not need anything more than the scriptures tell us, which is that Jesus Christ is the Messiah of the planet. He's the Messiah of the creation, actually. I'll take these off. I'm not in the dark for now. Johnny. He tried to call me out in Colorado, and I had bad stuff going on at the time, and it was bad, you know. So the thing is, here we go. I'm just sitting here. I'm going to talk to your ass about masonry. The beginning of this is Hiram Abiff of Egypt, who was a prestigious individual. Okay, on the level of legends, you need to watch maybe. I'm not going to give you every name and a history of every name. This is going to be in the style of Bill Cooper, his show called Mystery Babylon series. And this was the first subject matter that he brought to the table for people to start thinking about their government and who's leading their government. I don't want to get too crazy, but I'm going to tell you there are stories that are going to curl your toes. I also want to do a reading. I'm going to get the written permission of the author, William Deagle, Dr. William Deagle, who is a legend in the truth community. And he's been curing people with his nutraceuticals, which I have used to great success to lose excess skin. He gave me a protocol that really did do a lot for me. Loose skin's up. I'm gonna roll this. 9/11, man, you know, like we talk about these things. this might be, you know what? Not going anywhere, actually. I don't want to go anywhere right now, folks. It's very simple because the reason is the gas. I mean, it's madness. You have these prices and the cost of living, say. Bernie Sanders even is now shunned fucking Democrats. You know why he's shunned? Because he's willing to say fucking truth. That it doesn't matter that you have a compassionate Democrat in the office. We're still getting fucked 57 times from Sunday. Do you see how it's unacceptable for this to keep up? This is part 1, 23 minutes, 1 second. Okay, I didn't even take a break. And stupid me, I didn't get nothing to drink. So I'm just gonna do it in one, because I'm needed at a friend's right now, to be honest. You mean when you're in this state like this, in flux. Crowley 777, but that's Ocean City, Maryland. Atlantic City. I haven't been there either. I need to go there. Like 777s all over the place, and they Crowley. I will not ever own a Crowley book. You need to know that. There was a guy down at the corner. I had a testimony about this dude, and I said, Jesus is my guy, and he goes, yeah, Crowley's my, and I'm like, wow. But it was witchcraft. That guy had his eye on me coming up. Even he knew I was going to stop at my convenient mart in Green Ridge when I was in PA before I met Shani. It was like 2013 or 14, and I was drinking. I was on the cough syrup, Grandpa's old cough medicine, and wow. Just a bad time. And okay, wow, good. Like fucking cigarette. What you say? Gentleman car. Gold key. You should know the brand. If you're a gentleman, you know what a gold key means. Yeah. Put this down. Okay. Smoke out my car with this brand. Part 2 of the intro to Christian Masonry. This is why I'm okay. I want you to understand that the world, not all the time, it's not always black and white. Sometimes there are shades of gray, as they say. Yeah. Okay. Membership. I'll be popping jazz. Little 10-second. It's 10 seconds. 10 seconds, a long time. You feel it. So, Albert Pike, the Christians have very much completely disowned him. He would have called himself a believer. Now, a believer in the esoteric, certainly lover of it. He invented some concepts. and the prophecies of the three great wars, which, I mean, he called it. I'm going to state a very controversial fact, and I'll do an entire video on why I believe it. That I believe Charles Manson was a prophet of God, and he saw the time we're in now, race war. Charlie Manson, he never had anything to do with any Sharon Tate, although that he is accused and ridiculed and destroyed for innuendos and people and the media demonizing him, along with the liar Bugliosi, lawyer, the prosecutor. He was good-looking, shorter guy, but he's very handsome, striking, charismatic songwriter. Boys ganked this guy's songs and made all the money. Meanwhile, Charlie is sitting there going, he's like, yeah, suck my dick, honey, and he's taking drugs. And he's a Christian, but, you know, Rasputin. Andy Milonakis is live. That's awesome. Burn the shirt. Somebody told me to burn this shirt. That's what this, I love this girl. You still don't get it, man. You're not living my life. You're getting a separate issue, man. I've collected like 5 cigarettes, I think. Yeah, 5. This is the first of 5 cigarettes. And because I got a vape too, and that thing, it paces. We've only just begun, you know. Karen Carpenter, oh my God, it's up on the dash. I put it there. They last forever. This is called Energy Power. And it's, man, man. Anyway, yeah, ask G-Man. He's almost like in the business almost, because he helps us get stuff wholesale. And he's awesome with G-Man. I love him. I was talking to him today. And we're going to talk about maybe some Hebrew Israelites. And that's that. So I want you to know I'm not at the Fisk Street. You guys keep trying to report. CPS has taken all your names for false reporting, I've been told, because they know that I'm not there. So you got yourself in trouble. I hope they don't call you, and you're going to have to go to a court. Anyway, that's enough of that. I am in southeast Pennsylvania on a friend's lot with, this is a storage container that kind of looks like a house a little bit. You just see the side with the greens, and it's all green everywhere. It's nuts. It's close to various areas. Yeah, that's a brilliant statement. I don't want you to really know anything else except that if you're looking at a map and you're looking at the south and east of PA, it's pretty near the edge. Not the edge, but it's near. I just kept driving that day, remember? First day I got out, and you were reporting that I was there, and I wasn't. I just got in my car and left. And maybe you're that delusional that you think you see my car. I don't know. There's a guy that lives on that block that has a brown gentleman car, same brand as what I got. And I'll tell you now, I have an 88 Cadillac DeVille. He has the exact same car, same color, with rust on the rim and everything. That's in our driveway a lot, because G-Man is kind. If you see that car, and there's even a Colorado plate, I don't know the guy. Colorado plate on it. If you see that car, don't touch it, because G-Man will come after you, because he's a friend of G-Man's. It's an 88 DeVille. That's exactly like the one I have almost. It's crazy. But mine is a lot better shape, okay? I got this for $1,500. It's worth more like $5,000, but the guy had to move it. He's like, I don't want to give up this car for nothing, but you're just getting this because I have to get rid of it. He got a 93 DeVille. He's a Cadillac man. And it's the old ones. The new stuff is not. No, I have to check something. 8 minutes already. 8 minutes. Okay, here we go. We're gonna talk. All right. So we're driving. You don't need to see it because it's private, and the people here are private. And even some people, it's similar to my circumstance. They're running from something. It's not the law. We don't. They're not sheltering people in the Hispanics. That sanctuary city stuff. That's what I mean by Hispanics. That's not racial. It's just that's a big thing with them. So yeah, I just have to go somewhere and check something really quick because let's just say I'm policing things. The guy that likes me here really trusts me. So I kind of run a security detail just to make sure there's no hangers by that want to break into the containers. Because truth be told, my friend told me that has, oh my God, that's awesome. Hey, I'm making a YouTube video. Yeah, I'm right now. So I'll just say hi and I love you. All right. Is this you? Is that you? Okay. Well, I'll talk to you. All right, bye. She's awesome. That's a person I know already. See, I make these connections, and it's Jesus Christ. Like, how did I make a connection with the person randomly on the corner like that? They're just smiling with their dog. A kind individual, And I mean, there is a beautiful park here, even, which my mind is blown by everything in this area. And they're all Christian people. You go to them, hey, Jesus Christ is Lord, and they're like, yep. And you ask them, well, what do you think? Do you think the Lord is coming? Do you know, guys, at the ER today? At the ER today, my nurse witnessed to me that Jesus Christ was coming soon. My nurse. Now that's not something you, dude. Now I'm in a completely different area now, because I know cars to watch. Even in a commune, a Christian place, you can't be sure about it. But I'm not lying. You can see everywhere in trees. It's amazing. It's not blue trees. I have to rub these. Oh, it's a new car smell, and you put it on potpourri. That's a Mike Matei type statement, but I'm just saying. 4 cigarettes and counting. See, this is chain smoking. And I was blessed by 5 people. Thought I had a lighter, which is more convenient, but I'll just push it. It's fine. I want to vacuum the car. Here we go. We're talking. You want to go? We go. Nader El Shami, sub him. Nader. Foodie beauty person. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, there. We're gonna talk. All right. What you need to understand is this. Speculative Freemasonry. Speculative Freemasonry goes a lot of hand in hand with quantum physics. The things that are in books, such as, let's call it, books, quantum physics. Quantum physics. We're talking about the big stuff. the Kabbalah. Okay? Oh. Yeah. Now you put it down twice and then it's perfect, Mop car. Anyway, here we go. We're talking. Like I said before, it was my King James, the Metatron Bible, but this is your plumb line. This is the Word of God, too. Nothing added, just names are holy. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Not Yehoshua, and this. You believe his name. If you don't believe that his name is Yeshua, you're going to hell. And the sacred namers are just another cult. The Seventh-day Adventists are a cult too, but their teachings are interesting enough and whatever. Keep the Sabbath, which is Sunday. Sorry, Saturday, the seventh day. Saturday is the Sabbath, and that's what makes them distinct. I don't know why it's distinct. Because Paul said, "Revere no day," and Jesus, like Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath, which means can cows die in a pit, you're going to get him out. You're not going to let the cow die because it's the Sabbath. That's stupid. Go work and take care of your livestock, because the Sabbath was made for man. You indulge in the esoteric on a Saturday. Why? Because it's just the day of rest, and God has a chance to talk to you even deeper. Now, he'll talk to you anytime, but that you're willing to listen. But that's not the point. The point is that if you are faithful on that day, because the plumb line says so, it's accurate. The plumb line, which is a builder term, plumb line, balanced. Wow, okay, it's going to work. This is it. And I'm preaching in open air. There's people here. I put the windows down. I'm going to shut this off now. Okay, we're saving everything. Back to the subject. Your plumb line. That's it. Okay. Now that you got your plumb line, which is that you believe that Jesus Christ came in the flesh and he died on a cross for you and the creation. I add creation, because it wasn't just mankind he died for. If there's aliens, he died for aliens. It's universal. If he didn't pay it all, he paid nothing, because that's the Messiah. In the anointed, HaMoshiach. I'm in a park in southeast Pennsylvania, and it's gorgeous. I'm in my socks. I was going to take you for a walk, because it's gorgeous. It's really nice out here, but I can't. I'm in my socks. They'll call the police or something. So your plumb line always must be the Bible when you're delving into the esoteric, because you can swim in it. It's a deep, deep pool to swim in, and especially if you're not ready for it, you're gonna be sucking the bottom of a bowl, man. And that I don't mean it like if you're a fish, If you're a fish, you're trying to breathe in a quarter of an inch, not a centimeter of water, and you're dead. If you're not spiritually prepared, and the greatest you can only be prepared through Jesus, of course, but it's just not that simple as Jesus, period, because you have to stay in the Spirit. What does that mean? You have to stay in the Spirit. Well, that's hard for any Christian, mainly, unless you're chaste. And I was chaste for a while, not long. I started lusting, cause girls. I started lusting cause girls. There you go. Sheets. I love sheets. I'm gonna be filling that with coffee, probably. I just got to be mindful of money. It's so bad. Like Shani or I are talking on the phone sometimes, and it's like, well, the money, I hate it. It's the root of evil. The love. Not the actual money, it's the love of money. God damn it. I'm going to puff on my vape for forever. 2 cigarettes left. See, chain smoker. Amanda Breck would go, yeah, brother, it's a vice. What happened to my vape? Is it in my crotch? Yeah, it is. It's in my dick, see? My dick's way bigger than that. Okay. That was weird. They scared me for a second. They're saying hi, maybe. I don't know. I don't recognize the car. This public property, it's the commune park, and kids come here and they play on the jungle gym, and then I wish I brought my basketball from Shan. G-Man I bummed it off G-Man, and he's like, just keep it, man. Here's an example of an adept, and he's probably higher than an adept because of the amount of wealth he has, is Johnny Depp. I want you to really look at the footage of him menacingly he menaced Amber Heard with his looks. He would chuckle then. When there was any sign of a story of trauma, he would chuckle. And then everybody else chuckled because it's Johnny Depp and they want his dick, these women. And the MGTOW men applaud him too, the MGTOWs, to rip apart this blonde woman. No, it's appropriate. The mental patient, I ain't getting the help though. I have to see something here. I'm getting the help, pop socket. This was go to Dollar Tree. You get a pop socket for $1.25 when they're on Amazon for $11 a piece. Is this somebody? Who is this? I got a phone call from when? Oh, that's outgoing. 5 messages. Come on. What the hell? 6:20. No. Be there. Okay. This is just a contact that I made. It's my friend, sometimes he's like, the spot is vacant. Why is it vacant? Because I like to kind of spread out a bit. 21 minutes. I'm going to put the both of them together. See, I got a lot going on. Like my therapist connected because I got my meds. Amazing, and they're here somewhere. It's locking glove compartment on the DeVille, and I'm using that because there's important stuff in there. Lots of cool stuff, man. I will drive. Okay, we're gonna be calling it though. You know, I want to speak more. Um, but also my mind is somewhat slower. Like you saw that. That was a big pause. Okay. No more. I got 2 cigarettes left. I gotta go back to my spot. He's like, you're gonna lose it, maybe. I'm like, what? Yeah, I don't have a sign there. You're right. And he's like, yeah. So come on back because you want to be here for the night. It's getting late. You know, not late. It's still light out and everything, but whatever. It's only appropriate to go back because it's only fair. Okay? So you're gonna be in the seat. You see the base seat there. I next time I might walk you around a bit, but it is what it is, you know. I have have responsibilities, people, folks. Give me a break here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Get off of my back, folks. This is like I'm the non-Italian getaway driver, and I don't have a cup holder. And I'm like, hey, boss, you know, what would my voice be? I don't know, just me. Yeah, no voices. You know, boss, I was just thinking for a second, like, the only cup holder in this car is given to the passenger, which is almost always one of your goons, you know. Do you think it might be possible, boss man, that I could maybe get my own cup holder? Well, you know, that's gonna alter the originality of the car, put the price points weird. If I'm gonna resell it, I don't think I can do it. So I go, all right, boss, you know. It's Tommy Vercetti stuff, you know. How old would Tommy Vercetti? He'd be 60, 70. He could be my dad, you know. But I'm not an Italian. I'm not an Italian. I know plenty in the place I used to live that are Italian. But now I'm meeting new people, and I'm going back to my block. This is, you know, the guy in prison said, "This is my block, Poppy, and I don't like you." And he wanted to kill me. The guy in jail in D.C. block at LCP in Lackawanna County Prison, D.C. block, threatened me. He said, "I don't like you, and my crew is you up, man. You got to get out of here now." And pretty much, I did. I was gone. I don't want no trouble, man. So I'm back at my spot now, and you're gonna see the normal angle. You know, it's like in the back because I know everybody's like, yeah, it's it's storage containers that look like houses. Why? I don't know. See, there's a blue thing on the side here. It's nuts. That's like a container in the back, but it's not the back. There's no back and front. It's weird. Anyway, I'm here. And I want to do a Bill Cooper series. I'm going to cover everything that I covered on my Instagram. Way more than that. But we're going to the Fed first again, cover it, and then go into the Club of Rome, cover it. I did all that. But Instagram banned my channel. You cannot let the American people have what they want. And I pull this up a little bit more. I'm sorry. I want to be right in the back because it's only other people could actually probably fit here, and I don't. want people understanding that this place is, wow, it's a heaven. It's a haven. Okay. We're going to put the delay on that works well. And we're shutting this off for good now. Here's your homework. Because this is I'm trying to be a baby course. I don't want you jumping. You need to learn who these people are first. Read about Albert Pike first. Take this journey with me. I'm not your teacher. Don't call me a teacher. Call no man rabbi. Okay, not me. Jesus said, don't call me rabbi. Although many did. Because they couldn't. It's respect to the Lord. I couldn't help it. I don't think I'd call him Lord, The Lord. Like John the Beloved, John Patmos John, the Apostle John, the Beloved. Okay, you have to understand that these subject matters can pull you down to an abyss. I want to talk to the guys that know Jesus is the way in all of this. And then you put that together with the Holy Spirit coming together, and we're reading things, and we're getting the Holy Spirit to answer things. I'm going to be randomly reading like pages from Morals and Dogma and random chapters, okay? And the Bible in it are I would say that if you were talking to Albert Pike, okay, he would tell you, if you're going to try and understand anything that I'm trying to talk to you about spiritually and metaphysically and this crazy stuff, then you're going to need the plumb line. At least it's the plumb line of the Bible. Now, he was into other stuff, of course. Lots of stuff. We're talking about Albert Pike. Okay, yeah. He was into a lot of stuff. But the point is you have to at least have some kind of standard. And he would agree that if you're going to pick a standard, the Bible wouldn't be a bad one. Okay? That's where we're going. You'll read the page out of Morals and Dogma, see what you get out of it, and then go to Scripture. So I have to get going. I got people that I have to see, and that's it. Okay. This is part 1, introduction. Read about Masonry in general to get familiar with what it is. Read about Albert Pike, and I mentioned that's about all I mentioned so far that was worth mentioning. Okay, read on Albert Pike and who he is, because we're going to be reading his words. He's very brilliant, but there's the twist of the gray and black and mingling serpents and stuff. It's crazy. Okay, we're going there. No, now I'm popping a second video already from this place, okay? Now I want you to understand something that's very important to understand. And I'm going to be referencing, I want to point you to the video that's a vlog. And I'm sorry that it was so all over the place, but I had a lot of stuff on my mind, right? So it was a little chilly in here. It's not cold anymore. So here's the thing, okay? This would be a lot easier, okay? It would be a lot easier for me to have a whiteboard or a chalkboard and we map out everything. Because when it comes to discussing, okay, when it comes to the issue of this, hi, how you doing?
Sir,
yeah,
there's no vaping allowed now.
no vaping in the hospital. I got it. Okay, that I should assume that. I'm an idiot. Okay, so here we go. Going back from the beginning. Okay, I'm on here the second time in the hospital already, and I want to tell you something. Okay, I'm going to reference the Mason, the day one, my first vlog video, and it's called discussing an intro. It's discussing an intro to Christian esotericism, and you can have a Christianity oriented Masonic faith. Now, the top Masons will say that's impossible. No. You can. The only requirement for you to be a Freemason is that you have some kind of faith, and it could even be faith. It could even be faith in just a system, right? And in the case of the New World Order, I would say that they worship systems, and they worship certain bloodlines, and it's very. At the bottom line, end of the day, most researchers, including William Cooper, the great Bill Cooper, would tell you that the main thing that they worship is the male generative force, which is the penis, the erect penis of Osiris, he was dismembered, and they found all the pieces, but they couldn't find his member. That's the story of Nimrod, and you can take it myth, whatever. If you want to say it's myth and whatever, it doesn't matter. He became a Gibborim, which is a giant. He became a Gibbor, which is it's a monstrosity to as far as we know, it's a monstrosity to God. Okay, he became something other than just human. He became a some kind of genetic freak hybrid or something like that. So I'm a Key Cat shirt. So, but if you have faith in something, you can be a Mason. Now some people say that it goes as far. Okay, it goes as far reaching as not just, a faith, but they openly force you to worship Lucifer. I don't know that to be true. You have a lot of people that say a lot of things about a lot of things, and you can trust and verify, I guess. So, okay. Yeah, we're gonna get you out. Be stitching together 3 videos here. It's like, I'm getting my meds and I'm getting out of here. This is so incredible, and they were great in this hospital. I love this hospital. You won't know where it is. It's in southeastern Pennsylvania. It's a great hospital. I'm going to make a video, big one, on esoteric Christianity. I'm going to try and start to look, metaphysics. You have to start looking at things like sacred geometry. If you want to know about these things, it's interesting. Now, you as a Christian, I want you to know that there's darkness. Don't do the dark. If you love Jesus Christ, you've already won the battle. You're in the light. But if you want to know more things, expand your spiritual horizons and learn more. If you're doing it ruminating on the Holy Spirit, you're going to be fine. You get it? I'll be back. It's the Reverend with green behind him, because green. Wow, folks. Okay. So, Rev Dude here. This is going to be it's not any teaching video. It's just answering stuff because I'm like a celebrity, right? I said yesterday in my esoteric, and I want to apologize to people that are saying that, Jesus, Jason, you're so discombobulated that you can't string like a coherent thought together. That's not true, actually. I can, but I have a tendency to ramble sometimes because I get excited about things, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like that. I might be heavily ADD. I personally really haven't come to a conclusion on that. But I am in mental health care now. And I'm going to be hooking up with people down here in the Southeast PA region. We have mental health partners and such. But I go on my YouTube again because I got that freedom that I can use my phone and do what I want now that I'm out of the clink. I have the opportunity to ask folks, what exactly are you thinking? Because here's the deal. I have openly admitted to you that the reason that Shani and I have broken up is due to the fact that I struck and kicked in the ribs Zachary. And I wasn't even aware that he had injuries. Okay? This is insane. I had no clue he had injuries. It turns out that this poor boy had injuries. He had bruised ribs. Now, for me, you have to understand that this is good that I'm going through great pain, because you're not seeing me cry about Shani off air, because I don't do that. That Shani was the one to be very outspoken and being like, guys, and crying in this stuff, okay? That's not me. You're not going to get me to do that, because that's just not in my character to mourn or openly cry about a situation. That's just not the way I roll. Now, see, you guys are once again revealed to being abusive again, because the fact of the matter is that Shannon is what you would call the victim in this situation. She is the victim. And then you come along again and abusively say, no, you're not a victim. Zachary, and in essence, you're making Zachary a liar in saying that it didn't happen. Yeah, you're forcing him to say it didn't happen. I'm telling you that this is the most disgusting that I've ever seen. You guys have gone really low. But now this is low. I am telling you that I am a horrible sin, and repentance for me is an absolute must for every day now, till the day I hit the grave, because I put my hands on a young child. Physical harm, like Rain Man says about Charlie Babbitt. They're driving in Charlie Babbitt and Rain Man's father's car, going down the street, and Rain Man gets a little out of hand, and Charlie grabs him by the neck in the movie Rain Man in the car, and then Rain Man goes, uh-oh, and he gets his backpack, and Tom Cruise is like, Charlie Babbitt is Tom Cruise in the movie. And Charlie Babbitt's going, what the hell are you doing there with your, because it's like he was recording abuse. Which is, of course, what the people at Walbrook, the place where Rain Man was staying, was called Walbrook. And of course, they would tell him, now, Ray, if you ever hear Ray, I want you to really listen to me, okay? if any of the people on the staff or anybody that comes to see you ever puts their hands on you in a bad way, that is not right. And I want you to go to your notebook and I want you to record that and tell me. Okay, the headmaster of that building would definitely say that. I want you to go report that. And then someone will come back to me and the person that abused you will be reprimanded. Okay? This is the truth. This is how it would be handled in real life too. If that boy's autistic, he's gifted in every way you could imagine. He's very smart in his own way. But he does have behavioral issues because of the autism. Now, me, as that didn't understand autism, came in as a father being, you're going to be a man and try, because I had told Zachary 25 to 30 times, and that's not an exaggeration, because I didn't want that boy being kicked out of school. And if they got wind of that he was on the computer all the time, he could get kicked out of his virtual school. So I was trying to be the father saying, look, son, you can't do this. And he just, when I was in the household, he just didn't listen to me, Zachary, ever. Because I'm sure he sees things, oh, what's a stepdad? Oh, it's the dad that you can step on. Wow, I just realized that. The stepdad, it's the dad you step on. And that was the case, but I took it that way, and it was not true. Because in my psychosis, like I have bouts with psychosis from time to time because of the schizoaffective. I could be pushed so far into a, oh my God, state of stress that I become what you would coin or call psychotic. Like, and you're coming, here's the bottom line, you're coming at Shannon. Again, I have to, I'm going to protect Shanny here, because that's my role as what I believe to be her husband, and right now it's separation. Because as far as I'm concerned, Shanny has not said we're done, because we've talked on the phone a few times, and it's cool. It's like we're very civil, and it's like, you just need to gather Jay and make sure you're medicated, and we'll see what happens. And you're saying to her, she's the bad one for taking Zachary out of a situation that was that could have led to long-term abuse. Long-term abuse. Oh, I'll get away with it. I'll just keep hitting the kid. That's not right. So again, you're again wrong. Because I'm the guy that you're standing up for, and I'm telling you you're wrong for standing up for me. So who are you standing up against Shanny for her abuse of her kid, from taking me away? That's an abusive guy. She's protecting her son from an abuse when he's not medicated. This is why nobody can take you seriously. And the Dragoons, all of you, they don't take you seriously because you can't be taken seriously. You just can't be taken seriously because you're willing to, for the sake of making Shanny for Christ look bad, for your own weird, bizarre obsession with her, you're going to demonize her child and make her child a bad guy for telling the truth about his father, which it takes bravery. He could be scared, nothing's happening, and then dad is going to freak out tonight and beat me up even worse. That I'm sure he thought that. I gave him injuries that he had to go to an ER. And you're defending me. You are an absolute you're the same people that defended Johnny Depp. Guaranteed you are, because this shit is they love abusing kids, Satanists. Me, I hate it, but I felt like I was being like a tough, good dad, Christian dad, if you spare the rod, then you spoil the child. No, that's a Bible verse that's misused to abuse children physically and mentally. It means don't let your kid run amok. Right, and that's what I was trying to do. But Zachary's autistic. I said to the guys in jail, so I guess that means you just coddle an autistic kid and they get away with everything. And they say, absolutely not. You're wrong, dude. But the way you handled it, you can't do that. You can't just say, my son is bold. And this was a white guy that was supporting me. This is the big secret in prisons. And this ties in with Freemasonry because Albert Pike wrote about the three world wars. This is a big deal, okay? This ties right in. My personal experience with Jesus Christ in the prison and everything. Vape, and I got this cheap at the dollar store with some of the money, and I don't know if it's going to fit my thing. We're going to see. That's a baby carrot. Look at that, two baby carrots. Now that's the size of a baby carrot. You eat it, right? Not my penis is bigger than my penis. Looks like V's penis. Like really, it does. In Cyberpunk, the digital model of his penis, it looks like me flaccid. Vaporizer tobacco, because the cigarettes are very rare. I get one from somebody because I'm not going to spend people's money that they give me on walking down the street here with my sign in the window. You know, homeless. Could you spare a few? I don't work for food. Blah. It's. I got a cardboard piece, and I haven't had a job offer yet. That's crazy, right? But I'm trying to get employment at the Valero, and I think they'll pass me. Maybe we'll see the background now because I have the DV. I don't know, man. The background checks, and then I got this for emergencies. It's really handy. That's going here. Okay, so we need to talk esoteric Freemasonry, speculative. That's another way they call it, speculative Freemasonry. Okay, so we have to talk about this because it's a big deal. This all ties in with what I see in the prison. I'm going to tell you 100%. This is a testimony from a guy that's just been out of jail. That they are causing systematic racism in this country by way of the prison system. They're inducing racism into the culture. I am telling you that I saw fewer than 20, definitely fewer than 20 white males. It's not mixed prison in LCP, Lackawanna County prisons, not mixed. I don't know if any prison's mixed and crazy like that, you know, where everybody's thrown. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure in Europe they have much more humane system, but they commingle and they have like communal showers with guys and women, stuff like that. That's very liberal, you know. Like going back to Rome in the days of Rome, and they got the communal baths, you know. I say all that because I see in the prison Albert Pike's. Now, Albert Pike is the author of Morals and Dogma. He's an esoteric man in general, and pretty gray. I believe in his thinking. So not good, not evil. Like riding that narrow thing and doing shadow work. That's some evil stuff, some good stuff, some evil stuff. That's where I think Pike was at, because he understood the value of subversive tactics. But I'm moving on. That's not what this is about. I just threw that in there because it all ties in with everything. Okay. The prisons are segregated by race, and everybody's hating each other. they are definitely incarcerating in large numbers African Americans and Hispanics and everything. The white man is it's very, very small numbers. So like that's another reason for me to support communism. The Marxian vision, which is global and no religion too. We're not going to get religion mingled in with finance and government, which I agree with. I'm a Christian, but I'm for the government of Jesus Christ. Everybody says they're Christian, and then they're okay with their religion getting into the government, which is not American. I have to move on because this is a very important thing. What I see is the trolls taking Shani and making her bad. And that's absolutely insane for you to take this stance. It's insane. You are enabling an abusive father, which I was. And I want to work on myself in therapy with whoever I'm going to see here where I'm at for my issues. I'm pissed at you for enabling me. Because I see what I did was so horrible, like I feel almost death. I liked almost death because I took it too far. You can discipline your kids, but I took it too far, and I'm saying that as the party at hand. Do I want to go to jail for 3 years or 2 years or 1 year? Because it goes for like 1 to 3 years for this type of offense. Of course not. But there's no double jeopardy. I won't go again for this particular instance. But if it happened again, we get back together. Me and Shani get back together by a miracle at this point because she really don't like me. I mean, for good reason. Because now you're going to make it worse and keeping us separated. You're affecting me negatively, trying to because I want to get back with her. You're impacting me negatively because it's even more in her mind that I did that. Because you're shoving it in her face that she should be supporting me. For anybody with common sense that understands what happened, and it happened, I'll say it again, I did strike him, and I don't remember kicking him, but I'm sure I did, because his ribs were bruised, and I didn't punch his ribs. So what happened? It happened. I trust Zachary. Zachary didn't lie. Oh, now see, this is perfect now. I got my stand here that's fully secured. What you have to worry about with phone stands in your car is if you have a case on it, right? If you have a case on it, we're gonna go Johnny Silverhand. I'm doing the video now. Johnny Silverhand. I should have my samurai shirt on, but I got my NWO New World Order shirt on because I am for the New World Order. I understand it now. I am like the Hulkster, right? You get it right, brother. Now, see, Hogan, his whole career, we got to do a wrestling show, Mindbender. I didn't unblock Mindbender yet. Got some kind of... How does that even happen? There. Silverhand style, that's it. Okay. Hogan started as what? I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man, and that means every man and woman. Rick Derringer, real American hero. Okay, now this is going to stall out, but I'm getting gas from CPS soon because they're amazing. Okay. Come on. So get in locked position, and then you gotta... I need heat. Please. I picked up this album not too long ago. Remastered. Beautiful packaging, okay? I'm listening to the second CD because it's demos. Woo! You could freeze this and look at it. Wow, this is a great, beautiful packaging. The baby chasing the dollar is peckers out. See, that's gross. Never mind. One of the best albums ever made. That's easy. Okay, nobody's gonna like, are you kidding? I got CDs in there, that's for the road trip coming. So, this will be my baby as I go. This car. Okay, I got driving gloves too. Right, that grip the wheel, because this wheel is messed up, man. See, in the 80s you had plastics, these kind of weird plastics and stuff. I like it there, I think. No, like an old woman driving that. That's it. I'm gonna actually raise this. See, I love messing around with car seats and stuff like this matter, you know. And we get it right, and then let me see how this feels, and see if how the phone is. Oh wow, I'm close. Okay, no. We're gonna let it like this, because I'm pretty sure the car. Yeah, see, we have a situation where it's called gasoline is nowhere available, so I'm just putting on. Hopefully I can. The battery works phenomenally well. It's like perfect. So, band. We're going to talk about Johnny Silverhand right now. Okay. We have a city to burn. That's a quote from Johnny Silverhand, apparently. I'm pretty sure he does say it. Like maybe the first time you meet Johnny in your subconscious because you pop that relic chip in your head. All right, let's talk cyberpunk. So you are like this character, V. I don't like the fact that it's an RPG type game and they don't let you put your own name in, but the characters are saying V. They say V, so it has to be V. V for Vendetta. You could go there. You are an initiate into what you would call the great experiment that is mankind in criminal elements. Either in the corporate world, if you choose to play Corpo, which is I every time I play it, I'm a reverend dude for Corpo, right? I had money, right? That's why I chose Corpo Rat, because I had money. So here we go. Had it. Not anymore. I have all these Arab guys messaging me on Facebook now. I think they think I'm hot, so whatever. I'm into chicks, man. I'm into chicks. Yeah. My wife, particularly, she's so forgiving. It's like unbelievable that she forgave me. But it was because I was unmedicated. So we go to Hogan. Hulk Hogan started. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. That's some great lyrics. He started the biggest hero in wrestling ever. Everybody was saying, brother, Hogan was everything. Okay? What did he end up being at the closer to the end of his time in wrestling? He came back as the Hulkster because everybody wanted it. Nostalgia. The New World Order Hollywood Hogan. Now, if Terry, that's his real first name is Terry Bollea. If this is his own mind, he's telling you everything you need to know about government and the world and Christianity. Like, Jesus is real. You want to be a hero in this world. And this is bad news. Because, man, Hogan was evil. Wow. I'm going to do this and I can't. That's the fun. Okay, the Wolfpack was my favorite, man. Too sweet. All right? The Wolfpack was, but I rep in both. Because I colored this myself. Hopefully it stays there. They're highlighters, but it looks sick. This is the Wolfpack plus the black and white NWO, man. Okay? No split. I represent unity in my organizations. Okay? We need to know each other. We need to know each other. And for the, it's insane. But you see the Durango back there. I love that baby. I own it. There's no signatures on the paperwork. I own it. They gave me the car. So the title is the papers. I'm going to be probably... I gifted it to Shani recently. I said, that Durango is yours. She's going to want it painted pink. So she have a bag. I'll take it in for her when I save up some money and have it colored pink. That'd be amazing, right? Hulk Hogan ended up a heel. So the New World Order, yeah, I get what they're doing now. Because humanity can't really think very well for themselves. This is the truth. And I'm a truther. I'm an Alex Jones individual. Okay? I am an InfoWars user of their products and everything else. But I got bad news for people. Lights. I got real bad news for you. The fact of the matter is that you're dealing with a situation here, okay? And I don't want to even think this. That people aren't responsible enough to rule themselves. You're there. You're at idiocracy. I have no chance of ever becoming president. I would have loved to think about doing this. I have no chance ever of being president because of my mental history. I would be Dan Quayle. He was hospitalized as well for mental issues. So I'm out. I will speak my mind, though. And that's what you're going to get. If some radio station says this guy's got something that we like, I'm open for hire. I am a free agent, and I would like to be employed for radio. So if you think you see something here with the charisma and, I'm for it. I really am. Let's see if we could turn this. Here we go, fresh. I got to get gas from Megan. Won't even turn over now. There's zero gas, so I got to go with Megan for it. But come with me. I'm going to go on the other car, and we're going to... No, maybe not yet. No, this is a nice stand, man. It's really good. All right, so let's talk about what I wanted to talk about. We're doing Johnny Silverhand right now. So you're... okay, you could pick to be a street rat, a street kid. I haven't played through that one. I've done Corpo, and I've gotten every Corpo ending, I believe. Now, if you have to go, somebody can tell me in the comments, do you have to go straight from the beginning of the game, only listening to Johnny in your head the whole time and somebody else, and that's the only way? But you have to do missions, right? You can't progress. So, okay, maybe you only do the Silverhand missions and then beat it. Hanako and Embers. That's the one, the Hanako and Embers. That's the last thing you go to that you get the ending, right? But it's always you play through it. The last time I did it, you saw on the channel, it's called Welcome to Heaven. I didn't get that ending before. Welcome to Heaven, where V has this insane apartment and they transport him to the afterlife where he talks to this Blue Eyes guy. And man, if you do this, V, you're a legend, you know. I like this stand and using the stand, but I can't. It's too hot, guys. This phone feels like it's 700 degrees. Okay, we're getting out of here. It's hot. I have to scrub that. I just need a little air. I'm gonna die. We'll go accessories, okay. Johnny Silverhand. Who is Johnny Silver? Who is he? I'll tell you. Can we please have a situation here? Okay. Nope. You're gonna say hi. It's Rev. All right, I'll be up. That's hilarious, actually. You're in the cup holder. So, what's the story with Johnny Silverhand? I won't wear the glasses anymore because I'm not Johnny. I'm the dude. Okay? The Reverend Dude that takes over the entire city. I am the law. That's not Judge Dredd. That's me. The Reverend Dude in Cyberpunk 2077. I am the law. And I then take my comrade's hammer, which is the higher, not capacity. It's one round. Jesus Christ. It's a revolver with one round, the comrade's hammer, but it's the more powerful RT Buria revolver, and I just take one round, and I take one round, and it's 10 headshots because you can fling the bullet in the right way that you ricochet it off a wall, and then it goes through 20 people. I am the law. Pop, you're all okay. Johnny Silverhand is what you coin an anarcho-communist in his beliefs. He wants the corporates dead. Johnny is like Che Guevara in a way. You could say he's like a modern Che Guevara. But anyway, the point is that communists, his character is very much what you would expect to see a Christian believe at the end times. That's why Keanu is very beloved to me. That's X-rated, sorry. But Johnny Silverhand is a hero to the world, and that's what he was trying to destroy, the control that was destroying people's lives. And if you learn about Johnny in the game, you're going to find, this is one spoiler, that he saw toxic waste being dumped into people's water, and he was willing to take a hit. The government. Johnny Silverhand is a renegade. Guys, you know where I'm at, so I just walk around now. But I'm going to let you know. I want you to know that it's the truth and accurate to say. And I want it everywhere. I want it like known everywhere. That's a convenient ashtray. I want you to spread this everywhere. The fact that Revelation News, aka Jason Egroff, me, I am the proud owner. I'm not financed. It's not financed. It's not anything like that now. I want everybody to know in the sound of my voice that Jason William Egroff, also known as Revelation News or Rev, is the proud owner of a $72,000 2020 Dodge Durango Hemi engine. They have a special name for it, like a badass name. But that's the truth. I want everybody to know I own that now. So put that on my Kiwi Farms. That Rev isn't really broke. He owns a $72,000 Durango. Thanks. The mute button failed me, but what's up, guys? No copyright on that. Do you know why there's no copyright? Because it's 10 seconds. So now that I exist in the light of day, being vindicated by the law, and I am allowed by CPS to be home, I'm home. Now it looks similar a little bit, right? But I'm in the Durango, see? Oh, why is he in the Durango now? Because I'm home. I was using my 88 Caddy at where I was at, and that Donnie is a saint. Saint Donnie. That's what I call my friend in Southeast PA, Saint Donnie. This is a NEPA hat, AAA. I have a career coming up with them, so it's nuts, you know, AAA. I'm going to be a AAA guy. That's why they gave me this hat. But this is my grandfather's hat, AAA NEPA, you know. So I'm back in Scranton at the place you think I am. Yeah, I'm here. I've been shining up my car nice, and I own this Durango now. The company said it's yours. I said, what? This is the season of vindication that I waited for. I need to get a salvage title for this, though, because there's no title on hand. It's dissolved. It's gone. I own this now. It's mine. I just need to get the title. I own a $70,000 Durango. Chris Dodge Ram didn't want it. This is nuts. The Lord just said, here's your car. But my Uncle Tom gave me an 88 DeVille on top of it. I could just take you with me now. It doesn't matter. I don't have the stand in here. You could be right here. All right, I'm going to run this around the block, okay? So I'm right here with you. I want to face view, though. Get out of here. Oh, my God. I can't believe. Mindbender. Hey, did you see it? What did I just play there? The music. That was the intro to Raw. I have to clip. And it's a real sunny day out, too. Like, it's maddening. It's so nice. The brother that's working at the house has an S430 hang on, a Mercedes S439. It's one of the nicest. It's white and very clean. He definitely takes care of his baby. That's his baby car, you know. I was rolling around the block, you know. It's important to keep everything moving, the parts, you know. It's very important, you know. So anyway, I'm free and vindicated by the law in all of this. Again, when are the Dragoons going to understand that I'm not what Dragnot is? He wants to paint this narrative, man. Do you get what I'm saying? He's obsessed with two individuals, and I think it's because he wants relations with us both. I think Dragnot's into me because I'm kind of effeminate looking. I got hips like a woman, right? And I like Revelina. That was a character Shanny just named it, really. I was going to come up with some kind of drag name, you know, male drag names. But it's like I didn't know what to do at the point. So, yeah, Shanny came up with Revelina, and that would be the female me, Revelina, but she would be because I really learned that, and I would have learned even sooner if I were a girl that I really, really liked, because, well, I don't know, they just have a thing. Women have a thing. It's like an intimate I'm doing a back job into my driveway, see? Whoa, that's a large cut, see? This Durango, I own this. I want you to go to everybody and tell them it's occurred. I want you to tell them that Revelation News actually owns his Durango. That's Could you put that fact on Kiwi Farms for me? Because I don't really regular Kiwi Farms. Wow, this thing works so well. The backup cams, like if you follow it, you're gonna be perfect. Down. I couldn't do this myself. Well, yeah, I could with certain vehicles. Whoa. Okay, that's it. I'm perfectly in. See, the backup job is way nicer. I like it better, and you see the plate too. Because I'm legit. This is a registered Colorado car, right? You know, but it's legit. Papa Roach, kill the noises on. The muted doesn't work. Oh, it's because it's Bluetooth. Sorry. Papa Roach, man, they're still rocking it, and I kind of liked it. I heard it once on the radio. I need a drink so bad. I heard a Limp Bizkit song and it was rocking, you know. It was real good. And the tour was called the Limp Bizkit Still Sucks Tour. I like Fred Durst for that reason, you know. But I don't care. If you think we suck, man, whatever. I was into the first album and the second album. I love both of them. Still today I listen to them. $3 Bill Y'all. And the one with the guy, he's like on that one with break stuff. Fuck, that's awesome song. Biscuit. I need to get a drink. 7-minute video. That's probably where it's going to end. I'm blessed by Jesus Christ. I'm home. And the law said, yeah, you're a cool guy. You needed your meds. And it was dismissed for that reason. So I can show you everything where I'm at. You know, it's G-Man's place, yeah. You guys know that. He's been look, Gary Moore is an amazing guy. Okay. He'll look cooler like this thing. You never walk alone. I'm liking Ghost now. Do you get that? Like, and they're openly satanic band. The band Ghost. Like, to my spirit always was grieved when I heard their music. Ghost. For a reason. It's like black God. It's like dark, satanic gothic music to Lucifer, and you feel it in the spirit. But I like it now because I'm learning that the white masonry it's all about shadow work. It's shadow work. The white masonry is shadow work. And if you're the type of guy that thinks about like really hurting someone that's hurt his family, that's what I'm talking about. You're a real good guy, but if you're pushed like Liam Neeson and Taken, I will find you, and you have to work through those testosterone-fueled things, and the way to do that is shadow work. You don't have to hurt anyone. It's going around and being a gray person. You might give some advice to someone that might not be exactly what you do because you're white. You're not evil. But it's shadow working in the sense that you're doing a little bit of evil. Now, it's not evil, though. It is evil in that you might do something different that you tell them. But it's deceiving to be wise. It's the purpose of being as wise as a serpent as a Christian. It's not an excuse to lie, though. Because liars don't inherit the kingdom. Do you get that? There's an infinite window in my glasses there. Zoom in. Oh, and then you could have Rev coming through the phone 15,000 times through your cell phone. Yeah, that's it. That's going to be a meme. All right, so the white masonry is shadow work. And look up the work of Carl Jung, 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 Carl Jung. Jungian psychology is awesome, and I'm for it. I love studying his take on it, the psychology stuff. Carl Jung. and he talks extensively about shadow work. You have to do it in order to shine the light the brightest. You got to go to the shadow and shine it. Ugly, but I'm okay now. How's everybody doing, huh? Come into the light from the darkness. You know, that's the motto of Jonathan Fleck's company. Is come out of the darkness into the light. And he wasn't even a Christian at the time that he came up with this sunglass company, which is worth in upwards of $570 million company that I have an 80% interest in. So you do the math there. And I need to contact John, and we're going to hook up and talk some stuff out, because I put $30,000 into his ministry, and for that he gave me 80% controlling shares of the company that does exist. It's Vampires by Vlad Eyewear. And he won a bunch of court cases against Bausch & Lomb, Ray-Ban, and all the biggest companies that you could imagine for eyeglasses, because they all stole his ideas. I have the court documents in my important folder, and it's all proven, and we need a litigator to put it through, and he get payment. That's it, it's over. Now, would they take Johnny to court over this? I don't think so, because it's so blatantly, obviously stolen from John. Even the smiles on the vampires with the pointy teeth. They just hit. So we're going to get that settlement someday, hopefully, unless the Lord comes. If he comes first, then if he tarries, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening, and it's going to be great. The Kingdom of God stuff. Celebration until he comes. So that's where we're at. And I want to... My main focus tonight is to make you aware of the facts. And if you're a witch, I want you to really listen now. What I've noticed, and this is incredible, because the Bible, I want you to. There's a prophecy from Jesus in here. Okay, there's a prophecy from Jesus in here himself, where he says that at the time of the end, of the time of the reaping and sowing of the souls, to his coming, that there would be a certain number of individuals that would fall away. That there, in other words, like the Calvinist line of thinking on this is that God is perfect, right? So if God is perfect, how could there ever be a mistake where someone falls away from the faith? This is the free will argument, and this is where Calvinism starts to completely fail. Calvinism totally fails on its face because everybody knows that they have the choice between going to the store. If it's in stock in the store, you have a choice between eating chocolate ice cream or vanilla ice cream. It's not determined that you are going to, that's really rude. It's not determined that's ridiculous, actually, because I'm a man of God trying to do a Bible study. It's not determined that you're going to pick the vanilla ice cream over the chocolate. You have a free will choice to pick either chocolate or vanilla. Now, if you have a Neapolitan choice, then it could be both. But that's not in the thought experiment. The thought experiment includes chocolate and vanilla ice cream. It's not determined that you're going to pick vanilla. You have a free will choice because you like vanilla better than chocolate, that you want vanilla. Okay, I like vanilla better than chocolate. Breyer's vanilla. So here we go. We're going to the Bible. Christians have this problem, and I see now the witches, and Shanny sees them. Because truth be told, witches are Shanny's people. And this is when G-Man can come in and go, you know, what? I hate this stand. I can't wait to I don't know. I'll never get a new phone. This is going to be my last phone, probably. But anyway, appropriate shirt attire, too. So here we go. Christians need to get over what they're calling witchcraft. You need to put this behind you as something that's quote-unquote evil. Now, your immediate question to me is, how the hell can you say that to me? Because I know it says in Revelation that no sorcerer gets into the kingdom. That's true. That's in there. Yes, it is. I'm going to explain it. Paul also said that no witch inherits nothing, that they're reprobated and disgusting witch. No, that's not, the word is not witch. Again, it's not accurate. Christians are using words for things that don't pertain to the subject matter. When you look at this verse in Romans 1 about the effeminate, and then everything becomes gay people are going to hell, this is the destructive nature of religion. And we also learn in the scriptures in the book of James, which is the brother of Jesus that was a believer, he wrote in his letter that real religion at its pure is charity to others. So what does this have to do with I have to read the rosary? This doesn't make sense. So they have this negative view of what they consider negative witchcraft. I'll get into another instance of witchcraft that Jesus Christ did himself later. Times are prescient, and money is to be made. The fact is that when you see the verse in the Gospel of Mark, we're in the Gospel of Mark at King James Bible, King James 16:11. Let's not change it again and again. We're going to Mark, and it's in chapter 11. It's Mark chapter 11, verses. Go to 23 for context. Verses 23 through 25. It's 3 verses, yeah. 23, 24, and 25. I'll read them. Have faith in God. This starts at the end of 12. And Jesus answered, saith unto them, have faith in God. For verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and he shall cast it into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass. He shall have whatever so he saith. This is like Yoda with Luke on Dagobah. Okay? Luke is trying to learn the ways of the Force, but his mind keeps getting in his way, thinking about who is Vader. You know that scene where he's fighting himself, and then he cuts his head off, he beheads Vader, but it's not Vader, it's him. He was fighting himself because Luke turned out to be the son of Anakin Skywalker, who's Darth Vader. It's a great story. That's phenomenal writing. Okay, so you have to understand this goes in with white witchcraft, the white masonry. Okay, this all fits. It's the same category of thought forms and ideas. Okay. Now, the zeitgeist of the day is to have TikTok videos and Instagram videos that are 15 seconds long and they get huge views. And then you're supposed to do videos like that. And that, look, this is way deeper than I can get in a 15-second video. So if you can thumbs me up and if you want to donate to me directly for a Bible study, because see, that's what we're doing here. I got my scripture right in front of me like this. You're with me here, like I'm Indian style, right? And that's it. That's racist, saying Indian. Doesn't make any sense. Here we go. I want to read the rest of the verses and then I'll talk to you quick and then I gotta go. Verse 24. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. And verse 25, and when ye stand praying, forgive, if ye have aught against any, that thy Father which is in heaven may forgive you your trespass. And that, of course, is in the Lord's Prayer, that we forgive those that have trespassed against us, and that the forgiveness will be given by God to us for forgiving, giving and taking in forgiveness. That the heart of the matter, Don Henley, even if you don't love me anymore, and I quiver at that because I think of me and Shannon breaking up and I want to die. And then I go, oh, wait a minute, yeah, forgiveness. Okay, if we can't be together, then please forgive me. That's Don Henley, Heart of the Matter, great song, and I'm going to put that on the J-Tunes. Look at my playlist, it's public now. It's called the J-Tunes, and that's what I like to listen to, a lot of stuff. Yeah. Okay. It's really stopped at verse 24 for what I'm hitting on here. The secret is taught by Jesus Christ. And Christians made this horribly evil and said it's witchcraft and it's horrible and you have to get away with us all and we're going to be burning in hell for reading the secret and doing witchcraft. You're completely off on that. Because a Christian is meant to believe that whatever we don't have, that we need, we believe we have it and we get it immediately. That's what Jesus said. More fake satanic stuff done by a church that's trying to make money on DVDs.